Hello, welcome to Test Tuesday. So, wait for people to jump in. Oh, we don't want that. That's cold. There we go. One more feedback. Hello, JB. Hello, Metals. That's it. It's Test Tuesday. Let's get the camera on. Boo. Just waiting for people to get in. We all like a bit of the old Test Tuesday. So the people that are watching, go and get your test kits ready. Doing good, mate. I'm doing good. That's how I just wait for people to start jumping in. It's creeping in gradually. We're up to 8. Hello, Tom. Hello, K Reef. How are we all doing? Hello, Jay Carey. Don't forget, it's Test Tuesday. Get your test kits ready. Because we're going to be all testing. You've got to test on Test Tuesday. No one likes doing it, but when we're doing it together, we bring everyone together and do it. It's more fun. It's like a competition. I'm not testing my tank. I didn't even do it last Test Tuesday, so I've not tested it for a few weeks. So for me, it'll be a good, and I'm not tested it since I started the refugium. What I'd say a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and I've got no filtration. So for me, this will be a good test to see how high things are. Hello, Reef. Oh, you need to test your out. Well, this is the good time to do it. So what we'll do, we'll get everyone in. We'll have a little chat for 10, 15 minutes, and then we'll get it going. But it does take up to 15 minutes for people to get the notifications. That's why I prefer just to leave it on for a little bit, get people going. Hello, Phil. Test Tuesday. So we know what we like a bit of the old Test Tuesday. I'm good. That's how I'll put the link in. If anyone wants to jump in and have a little chat, well, we just set up this Test Tuesday. Hello, Levi. How are we doing? Maybe we'll sweep them on top on today. Why not? What are the bottoms I've got on? Darth Vader bottoms. So, has anyone tested recently? Before last week? Yes, no?
Yeah, I tested my KH yesterday.
Right, we'll keep it. Right, you're going to test it again today because it's Test Tuesday. No cheating on a Monday. Got to be a Test Tuesday. Yeah, no worries, DC. I tested. So Sunday's out was 8. I say I've not tested mine yet. In fact, what I might do is get all my stuff ready on the table. So when we do start, we could just kick in straight away. In fact, it might even be better to, but like I said, we'll chat for an hour or so, about an hour, Because I know that more people are going to be finished at 9 o'clock my time. So we could do it like that. I think Michael's going to be back for 9.
He's over and arguing in Reef Madness channel right now.
Yeah, no worries.
He'll be right there. They got into an argument about keeping wild animals.
Shouldn't be no argument.
No win argument.
Well, you can't be because you're keeping them in your freaking tank. So if anyone's saying, I don't think they should be doing this, should be doing that, you're in the wrong frigging hobby. That's my opinion. So no matter how much thingy you've got, the pride you've got about it, you said you shouldn't be keeping this, you shouldn't be keeping that.
Yeah.
The stuff you've got in your tank, you shouldn't be keeping, in my opinion.
That's why I said it's a no-win argument.
Yeah, well, that's my opinion.
Everybody got their own opinion.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I don't think big things should be kept in small things.
No.
That's my opinion.
You should keep with moderation.
I don't agree with the whales being kept in captivity. Even though when I do go to Florida, I do go to SeaWorld. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hello, Ailey. How are you doing, love?
Hello, Haley. What's up?
Sorry, I just got a text. Yep. What order should we do this in? Should we do KH, magnesium, calcium, magnesium? See, the order I usually do I usually do KH, calcium, magnesium, and then nitrates and phosphates at the end, or phosphates second. I usually go through the Hannah ones first. Yeah, DC, we usually test the main ones. So calcium, magnesium, KH, phosphates, and nitrates. That's like the 5. Usually we could throw a temperature in, and you can throw pH in if you want, but I don't test pH. In fact, I'll test my pH. I've not tested it forever, but we'll test pH if you want. I reckon mine will be about 8. It's always around 8.
Oh man.
No swearing, Tom.
I didn't swear. I said, oh man.
Oh, I know. I'm saying no swearing.
I never swear.
You always swear.
That's because you started.
We're going to do test Tuesday. We've got to keep it cleanish.
It's a clean Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's a mad Monday and a clean Tuesday.
That's the one. DC, how long is it going to be till you're back from work? Well, I say I'll be up for hours this anyway.
DC has done a clickbait.
What, on a video?
Yeah. Good news and bad news on the lagoon.
You did clickbait on the last one.
Yeah, you always do clickbait. If you learn how to use YouTube, you do clickbait.
I don't.
You only live stream. You don't do videos.
Yeah, I do. I've got about
sometimes.
30 videos on there.
You need to have clickbait on some videos.
Like my videos, like how to reduce nitrates and phosphates and things like that. I think I've got 16,000 views and things like that.
That's good.
Yeah.
What I don't like is people using wrong kind of clickbait that has not anything to do with the video.
Agree.
You must have context.
Gonna fuck someone off here.
I just destroyed my tank today.
Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna make a phone call.
And tearing it down. I ripped off all my corals today. My fish were all destroyed. Man, where did all my coral go? Man, only rocks now. What to do?
Yeah. So, what's this here? How you destroyed your... Oh, talking to you.
Yeah. And tearing down the tank, so...
Yesterday, tested 3 times, the same way, 3 different readings. Why bother testing it? Yeah, but Mike the Reefer, you do usually get it, but it's very low. I've done it before, but you're talking minuscule. You got to remember, when you're scooping your water out, you only need one little bit of crap in that water, which will raise your things up and down. So you can get baseline-ish. If you do 3, just do a mean between them all. Like that's why I had to do with the calcium. I got 3 different readings of 3 different times, so I just like put them all together and divided it. Easiest way to do it. I think that was about 450-ish last time. I've not tested it in a long time, so I'm going to do my calcium again today, because if my calcium is high, I'm going to start lowering my calcium, because I think last time it was just off the scale. But my tank's doing good, so I didn't want to touch it. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it'll be good. Let's get the test out. I'm going to get my test ready. I want to just sit on the settee. I'll put it over there. With the towel wrapped over there.
Oh, it's Test Tuesday!
Somebody woke up.
Hello.
Hello.
Cheerio.
That light leak in between your doors probably like pees me off.
The door's open.
It's open. Yeah, I can still see a light leak.
Oh, underneath. Underneath. Oh, look. Oh,
No,
Jesus.
through the middle.
You know, how thin a gap can you get there? Look at that. That's just being a picky bit, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'll be home in about an hour or so, so I'll jump in on the test then.
Working fast today.
It's been a long day today. I'm on 12 hours at the moment. Still nowhere near done.
Right, nitrate. Possibly.
What was that test kit that you just held up then? That wasn't a purple pond test kit, was it?
Say again?
Was that a purple pond test kit?
Well, it would be.
Oh, you Melon.
But it's just a black box. I'm not showing any names, look.
Okay.
It says nitrate on it.
It's Red Sea.
Shut up!
Whoa!
Hey, strike one.
Tom.
So why is that rule in effect?
What? Purple pond?
Yeah,
Because the knobheads.
because you don't want to, or because you can't, or not supposed to.
I don't want to.
Okay.
I think the very rude and arrogant company.
I can agree about that.
And I think they treat the customers with shit, like shit.
Yeah, that's why I don't
Especially
buy
when you're
it.
spending thousands of pounds and then turn around and say, that's your fault.
Whoa, Red Sea?
Is it? And then a professional comes out and says, that's not your fault, that's a manufacturing fault. But for 12 months, she was trying to tell him it's not your fault, it just appeared. That's my opinion. Don't get me wrong, they replaced it, but the shit I went through to replace it, and it was on the verge of exploding the tank. The silicon was being held on by like 2 mil of silicon. That's just my opinion.
Am I back on yet? I'm going through a dead zone, so I don't know what the internet's like.
Oh, no one even knew you were gone.
I can stay quiet because it would just sound like I'm a robot.
All right.
Aren't you?
Yep, I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on that one, Paul. My experiences with Purple Pond have also not been the nicest one.
That's a dead spot.
Unprofessional experiences with Purple Pond. Well, deal with
No,
them.
nobody.
You went on and off then, Michael.
What?
You went on, you was talking, and you hit a dead spot.
All right. I was just saying that I'm the same. I've not had good experiences with Purple Pond directly, and the experiences is just like very personal experiences as well, and not even so much sort of like business experiences, personal experiences, which were very unprofessional in my opinion, and I will never ever associate myself with Purple Pond ever from here on out.
And that's why I'm getting rid of my Purple Pond tank. So they can't say, well, you got one of my tanks.
Do it.
I am doing it. It's already done.
Nick special. Get them Purple Pond from Nick.
It's already done. I don't want to associate with them at all.
Nah, I don't either. I don't even like them.
Don't get me wrong. The pack a tank up and build a tank, it looks amazing. The functionality is crap. Like I said, the customer service is horrendous.
That's because they're too big. They don't care.
What pissed me off and all is when I bought my system. That when I bought it, it came with a big scratch in the cabinet, and the silicon was shitty in it. And they said, well, the silicon will come off. And they wanted me to do it with a blade myself. They wanted me to cut all the silicon in a tank that I've just got. You know what I mean?
For that kind of money, are you kidding me?
Yeah, the
That's what I mean. You spend thousands and thousands of pounds on the tanks, and then you've got to prep it for him.
Yeah, but have you seen they put a video out of their quality control, and I looked at it when they put the video out. I watched it and I just started laughing. I thought, there's no freaking way that's what they do.
That's done for camera only.
Oh, it's done for the camera because they cut that silicon nice in that video. You know, made it look really nice. But when I got the replacement tank, it was still the same. Don't get me wrong, you always get a bit of spill. But when I filled it up and then it just started peeling and it was jagged. Within 2 weeks of me setting the tank up, it started peeling and started going jagged. You know, the edge of the tank just looked untidy.
Just look at that video, Paul, when all the small tanks are lined up. They don't look the same.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I know that you can't get...
It's one of the only downsides, isn't it, with mass production. You don't get that person, you know, because, like, say, for example, with custom builds, those tanks are their reputation, and, you know, one tank can destroy a company when it's a custom builder. But when you're on the scale of Purple Pond, then, you know, somebody can flag you off a little bit.
Through the net.
Yeah, it's one of those, oh, well, you know, with all of the thousands of tanks that we make, you know, this is one. But, you know, obviously a custom guy can't do that, so they have to be a bit more meticulous. They have to create something because it's a representation of them. And there's only so many representations of them, so they've got to get everyone right.
Don't get me wrong, it's when I first got the tank and it came, it had a scratch on the cabinet. But it was on the inside. But basically, when I built the cabinet, it was on like a panel that went on the inside at the top, so I would have never seen it anyway. But the principle of the matter is, I bought a tank that cost over $1,000, and it come with a scratch on it. So I got in touch with them, and they said, well, we can send you a new cabinet, or you can keep that, and we'll send you a load of free stuff. So I said, well, it's on the inside anyway, I'll take the free stuff. So they sent me salt, which I didn't use anyway. They sent me a refractometer, a spare filter socks, and this other stuff like that. And they added an extra 12 months on the warranty of the system. So I thought, well, that's good because the silicon shit. And when I tried to claim within that warranty, and I emailed them, telling them about the silicon, within 2 months of me having it, I'm saying like there's water leaking within the silicon. And they said, oh, it's all right, it happens, this, that, and the other. All right, fair enough, but it got worse and worse and worse. In fact, Nick's on here. I might not mention it, he might not want to be into it, but I even showed Nick, and Nick said that shouldn't be like that. He's a he's a cabinet builder that does aquariums and that. He said it shouldn't be like that. Other people that I showed it to that build aquariums said it shouldn't be like that. So when someone came out to look at it, they said that is a fail. They said it's failed, and it was ready. Literally, it was bowing out. So like the glass, just had the silicon, you got the silicon together. The tank at the top was literally, the pressure was literally bowing the tank out at the top. So the silicon was stretchy, and it was like 2 mil. It was holding on by. Nick, I sent you them pictures, didn't I?
Yes. You sent me
How
some.
bad was it?
I passed it on to Little Pond for you.
Yeah, how bad was it though?
I did my best for you to try and get them to sort it, but they kept saying it was your fault.
Yeah, it was my fault.
Come on.
And when they came out, they found out that it wasn't my fault. So.
How
So
can you
they kept
claim
saying-
your fault?
Well, they kept saying it was a blade. You've done it with a blade. You've done it with a blade. I'm like, I don't use fucking blades on my glass at the, the thing. I'm like, I've never used a blade, and they've come out and they could tell it wasn't a blade. It was literally the silicon pulling away from the glass. So, like I said, they even sent someone out to come and check it. So. And when the
There
person
you go.
comes out to check it, and you know it, it's even better.
You're showing off your mates,
So,
Mr. Peepee Bird.
how's everybody's tanks doing today?
Oh, mine is a
When you do when you do your test, are you doing your test just because it's Test Tuesday, or are you doing your test because you've got concerns? Let us know.
I don't even care.
Let us know in the comments below.
Let us know in the. I can go on a T-shirt.
Blinky Fish says, hello, Nick.
I can't read the comments, but look at that head.
I'll read the comments for you. Why is Michael on? He's a bellend. Michael is a dick.
Hold on a minute. This is the first time I've seen Nick Parrott put him on screen. I've never seen it before.
It's because Nick wants to show his beautiful side.
I've heard it when
Hello.
I've heard it when I'm on the phone, and it's like, tell it to shut up.
It's English bird, it can't talk.
I'm waiting for it to bite the crap out of him.
I wouldn't.
Come on, give me a
You
second.
wouldn't do that. He's my baby.
Does he talk?
Yeah, he says, fuck you, Paul. Fuck you, Paul.
Hey. We said we're keeping this stream clean today, Nick, and you asked to
sorry.
spoil it by swearing.
Sorry.
You started, Paul.
No, it's okay. Strike one for Nick. So, my saltwater journey's got one and Nick's got one.
You used the B word, Paul.
I can, it's my stream. Whoop, whoop.
You're a team.
It's one reel for him, and it's one reel for us.
Yeah.
Deal with it. He's God and Master at the moment.
There you go.
If it's a 3-strike rule, I'm making my 3 strikes count.
I'm going out with a bang.
Well, if it's mild language, you get a 1. If it's full, you get a 3.
Do a good one, Jeeps.
Oh, is that your dog, Nick?
Yeah,
You have like a zoo.
I know.
I
He is a
didn't know
zoo.
you had a bird and a dog.
Hello, Justin.
I knew you had birds. They're loud.
So everyone in the chat, get your test kits ready. And everyone in the hangouts, get your test kits ready. It's Test Tuesday.
How many dogs do you have?
2.
Um,
Troublesome dogs.
I'm having a roll watch till tomorrow.
It's weird to see you home, Nick.
Weird to see me at home. I know it's weird to be home.
Nick doesn't have a home.
No, I think it's a house in the warehouse.
Don't forget, guys, when you do your test, make sure in the comment section you leave your results and the test kit that you're using. But if you are using a purple pond, if you are using a purple pond test kit, make sure you write purple pond and you don't write their real name. Otherwise, you'll get timed out.
Look at that. Come here. Say hello. Hello. No.
Eat the kit.
Get it then. Get it. What's in it? Where's your lip? Go and get it.
So I don't know if you saw it in the chat, Paul, because I don't want to mispronounce that. But it's a type of coral I just found online I've never heard of before.
Type of coral you found that you've never.
Go on.
Yeah, I was wondering if any of y'all have ever had them or seen them or been around them. It's a lithophyllin.
Well, I'm gonna let me have a look at it because we might call it something different. Right, Justin C.
It's a type of chalice. I know that, but
Every time someone swears, they should be a mandatory £10 super chat. Now, if every time someone swears, you do the mandatory £10 super chat, and the £10 super chat goes to a charity of someone's choice. So any swearing, $10 super chat.
The Aaron's Aquarium Fund for whatever he wants. Charity.
Yeah.
Man, you will have a quiet chat, Paul.
Right, well, get your test kits ready. Michael, what time are you going to be home at?
Hour. 9:30.
You can catch up anyway, because we'll just start them off. What we'll do one test, have a little chat about the test, do another test, then have a chat about the test. We'll do it like that.
Yeah.
At least Michael can catch up when he gets back then.
Well, when we was doing it last week, look at that. Took 2 hours to do the fucking just nitrate, phosphate, alkalinity, calcium, and magnesium. 2 hours. Just because we were talking in between. And because Seymour kept going on the tangent and doing his own when he wouldn't stick to the plan.
I'm looking at that, Jeeves. It's
a type of chalice.
But it looks like a.
It almost looks like a fungi plate.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a cross between them both, isn't it? Let me have a look.
I ordered some new Salifert test kits for magnesium, alkalinity, and calcium this morning. They haven't arrived yet. So I'm just going to be
test Tuesday for you.
No, I'm doing my crappy API.
Are you testing?
Yeah, of course I am. It's Test Tuesday.
Tell you what.
Why would I not test?
Jeeves, where'd you get that from? Have you got that, Jeeves?
And then after a couple of hours, I get Taco Tuesday because I live in Texas.
Show a picture.
Taco Tuesday a real thing? I thought it was
Taco Tuesday is a real thing.
I thought it was just on the Lego movie.
No, it's a real thing. Like a lot of bars and stuff will have like happy hour tacos, like Tex-Mex type stuff, like Mexican places will have Taco Tuesday. No, it's real and it's lovely.
Michael, you want to see this? You want to see this
I love tacos.
coral that Jeeves has got?
Oh, it's
Jeeves, you've got it.
I'm looking at getting it.
That's a fungi plate, isn't it?
It's a lithophyllin.
It's like a cross between a fungi plate and a chalice.
Yeah, it's a chalice.
But it's like both in one. Because if you look, it's got the plate things on it, but it's got the mouths of a chalice all over. And it grows out like a chalice.
It's a fuck alley. Fugali, sorry.
If you go
I'm not paying attention.
4 years just waiting for a chance to settle around feeling, baby, get a second chance.
Salty Underground has one for sale that I'm looking at.
Oh, look at that! Oh, I don't like mushrooms, but wow, I'd have that.
That's a nice one.
That is absolutely stunning.
Hold on. What kind of mushroom is it?
It's a
like a
Junkie Wowie mushroom. Because if I look at it, I'll definitely go for Wowie. That is beautiful. That'll be expensive.
Let me see it. Hold on.
$405.
For a mushroom?
Yeah, but Michael, look at the screen, if you can.
I've got one of them.
Yeah, all right.
Thingy's got him. Reef royalty.
Yeah.
Has she?
Yeah, I've got one. She gave me one.
Nah, not one of them, mate.
Yeah, I'll show you when I go.
Yeah, all right.
I shiz you not. Like how I did that. No super chat from me. Oh. Have a look at her mushroom.
See, this is what I don't get. Look at that. You got Sonic Flare there. To me, that's just a vampire in drag. It's exactly the same coral.
Yeah, it was just people change names, don't they?
Yeah. A different name in all countries.
Just because the mushrooms tab, she's got a mushroom tab, hasn't she?
No, she's got the bounce mushroom on there, 120 quid.
Right, no, she must have sold them all. But I'll show you when I got home. Wait, it's the same as that.
Hang on, she's give you one of them. I want one. Did you buy it? I want one.
Yeah, but I bought it. When I was, because I bought some stuff. Do you know when I got that, Gorgonia?
Yeah.
I got it when I got that, with those copper mushrooms as well. What's it called? I can't think. What's it called?
This one's called a Maui Wowie. Is that how you say it?
Is that its proper name, or is that like its name? Is that
Maui Wowie mushroom? No, it's
is that
not
its scientific name, or is that its? Oh right, because it's got a. I'm sure it's just a rainbow mushroom over here.
No, that's not a rainbow. That.
If it's, that looks identical to the one I've got.
Well, I don't like mushrooms, but I want that.
It's my ammonia.
What does that
testing
mean?
ammonia?
Yep.
Why?
I'm testing.
No, I mean, why are you testing ammonia?
That's Tuesday.
Because shut up, because it's Test Tuesday. Don't make me have to give you $10.
But no, I'm just asking, like, why ammonia?
Because I test everything on Test Tuesday.
But why ammonia?
Why not?
But why, yeah?
Because it's toxic to my fish if they have too much ammonia.
Eat that.
I don't know.
I mean, that's the real reason, but I'm doing it today because it's just.
Fair enough.
Ammonia is important, though, to be fair, right?
I've not owned an ammonia test kit in, 7 years?
Okay, well, look at your reef tank. Oh, wait, never mind.
You've got a center, haven't
you? Your calling card or whatever you call it, your business card.
No.
You can mute me. Sorry, I forgot to mute before I came into rent, please.
No, I mean, that what you said a minute ago.
What?
Michael knows what you meant. Michael knows what you mean.
Let's stay away. Let's stay away from the beach today. It's Test Tuesday. Let's just have fun.
What did I say?
You know what you said.
What did I say? I'm gonna play it back, and you'll see.
Yeah, play it back.
I said nothing.
Well, what I'm going to do. Yeah.
Who else is testing ammonia?
You said you don't test ammonia, and I said, well, look at your tank. And then I realized you have like one of the nicest tanks. I was like, oh, wait, never mind.
No.
It was after that.
After that.
Anyway.
Oh, you guys stop it.
Who else is testing ammonia?
Right, anyone who's testing ammonia?
I test everything that I have in a kit, and I have crappy API kits. So the more I get through it, it doesn't take me any more time to test ammonia. I do all 4 vials at the same time. So
what I just noticed with this, if you look at this vial, this is a Hannah test kit, and it's got a little flaw in the glass. I don't think you can see it. See, that'll do my head. That's doing my head in a bit. My OCD's kicking in with that.
I've got some spare ones somewhere, some new ones in the box.
Michael.
What?
You know when I deliver Paul's tank?
Just put something in it that'll tee him off.
a tiny little bubble in the glass.
Put a little bubble in it. Yeah, put a bubble in the silicone.
No, I'll take a picture of the bubble in the glass, but I won't tell him where it is. He won't know whether it's on his sump. He won't know whether
some black silicone with a little dot of white, a little dot of white silicone in your black silicone.
It'll be like Fine Wally.
Honestly, arnica. Is that how you pronounce it? Arnica. There you go.
What?
I think. You should see him. When I went round to his house the other day, his sump is immaculate. Like immaculate. Even his reactors are immaculate. There's not a scratch. There's not a There's not a bit of dirt. There's nothing anywhere in his sump. Nothing. There's no reason. There's no wonder that his tank runs better than mine, because even in his refugium, he doesn't even have filter socks anymore. And even there, there's like
Does he bubble?
Smallest. Yeah. But
So he's skimming it all out.
Smallest.
I bubble.
No, because it's in his refugium. There you go.
So you just have
the
no
smallest collection of brown stuff in the bottom of his refugium, which is like really, really small, and it's like it looks brand new.
Paul's touching
Everything
on the
looks like
next
this.
level of reefing.
No, that's the next. That's OCD. There's no next. That's not the next level of reefing. That's just the next level of the tin.
Only people that are on the next level can appreciate the next level, Michael.
Shut up, Nick. I've seen your thing.
Nick,
Seen your thing. If he's on the next level, if he's on the next level, then now you're his Padawan. If that's the case.
Yeah, okay. He's touching the next level.
Yeah, but the thing is, I have a tank like that, but my tests are never perfect. Never.
That'd pee me
What
off.
do you mean? Oh, you don't have all zeros?
Nah, nowhere near it.
Yeah.
I've always got elevated phosphates, nitrates, everything. Won't surprise me. That's why I'm scared of doing an ammonia test, because I might as well go, oh shit, I've got ammonia.
£10, do your own super chat.
Yeah, it's my channel.
Swear jar.
Give myself a super chat and get a charge for £3 for the pleasure.
I know, yeah. Then it's a punishment, isn't it? Then you'll think it. Then you won't do it again. You're down £3.
That thing I said earlier, I was kidding about. I was intentionally being. I was saying the most shittiest, asshole-ish thing, but I could. Do I have one more word left?
Yeah.
I was intentionally being a bastard.
Oh, hang on a minute. That's about 30 days.
Hang on a minute.
Right?
Is that swearing, Mike?
That's
No,
one,
I get
two,
3.
That's 3.
Yeah, you did 3.
I got 3. Now I'm done. No.
No, but 3. That's 3 strikes and you get banned.
Yeah, three strikes and you're out. Baseball isn't baseball an American sport?
Oh,
That's
I got
Don't
2
do
more
it.
left. I gave you $50 that day.
Yeah, but you've got to donate $30 to charity now.
I already.
Pick a charity, send it to a
down.
charity, then send the confirmation.
No, send Paul $30 a super chat and then get ready to get banned. Sure, baseball's an American sport. You should know the rules.
You said 3.
And you're out. Strike 3! You're out! Oh, I'm joking. I'm kidding. We can't get rid of you. Not yet, anyway.
The thing is,
Yeah,
I'm just
wait till
too
Vegas.
lenient. I'm just too
I'll
lenient
get
with
from
everyone.
everybody after Vegas.
The amount of times I've been told that I'm too lenient with people on the channel.
Makes you like.
Yeah, you want to be like CJ. You want to be ruthless like CJ. 1 strike and you're out. Oh, don't cross CJ. Don't even misspell something in the chat with CJ, because if he reads it wrong, you will feel CJ's wrath.
Right, I'm doing phosphate test now. Phosphorus.
Easy, there you go. Have you done nitrate already? Is that the first one?
No, I'm just doing this first because I'm doing the ones that take longer first.
So Paul, do you use a lot of bacteria?
Yeah, I would if I could afford it.
That's.
Yeah,
I mean,
It's
that's not.
expensive. No, it's expensive.
Yeah.
It's an expensive product. I'm not going to say it's not, but do I use it? Yeah.
Oh yeah, but you have a much bigger tank. I'm thinking I have a 24-gallon.
Yeah. But to be honest, I think everybody should have a bottle of bacteria near the tank.
Yeah.
And I think everyone should.
I bought a bottle of that Monster at the trade show.
Monster 460.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff. That's why you.
And I only need like a tiny bit, like a half a cap per cap.
Yeah, but if I did that, it'll last me forever. But I just get the bottle and pour half a bottle in as soon as I buy it.
Just drove through a puddle and it looked like flipping a tsunami. There was nobody there.
Here we go. So let's do it for 3 minutes. The reason I pressed the 3-minute button, Michael, instead of just pressing it, is that 3 minutes lets all the bubbles settle down.
If you press it straight away, you still have bubbles in it, which gives you a false reading.
Is the handling more accurate than all the other tests, or is it just?
Yeah. A lot more.
Are they a lot more accurate, or is it just the fact that you get the digital readout?
No, because the reason I say it's more accurate because these tests, like when I've done the phosphorus and the calcium test, they're more in line with the ICP test, which is I trust that.
Right.
You know, more than a grade test kit.
Yeah. Because they do have a finger, don't they? They're not like bang on accurate. You know, they have like is it 0.5 of a swing?
It's 2 either way, isn't it?
Is it 3 or 2 or 5?
Is it 2?
I'd have to watch. I'd have to watch my live stream back to see because he did mention it.
I think it's +2 either way. Well, you did +2 either way. That's a big jump, you know, within it. It's like knocking on a half, isn't it? Is it +2? Yeah, ±2%. So, man, what's going on?
I've only just read Facebook.
All right, that. Blinkfish, thanks, Nick. We'll go back to you. Are the Coral Box Curve DC skimmer any good? I've never used one. If anyone is in there that's used one, put it in the chat.
What did they ask?
Coral Box skimmer, I think so.
Here, I'm going to use one of my strikes right now because Michael will appreciate this.
Go for it.
Oh,
These
go ahead.
lazy bastards in this plant just told the security guards to tell the truck driver to come back in 3 hours after they get off so that the other crew can do it.
Fellas, I hate people like that.
Because they don't feel like loading him.
Yeah.
That's just dumb and lazy.
If that was me, if I was the truck driver, obviously it's a little bit different because your country's huge. I'd pull out and drive away. If they played that game with me, I would literally just go, all right then, see you later, and I'd drive off.
Look at the worker. Hey, Lindsay, you all right?
Who?
Does Lurker the Worker well, I don't know if I should ask. There's a Reef box on the Reef to Reef forum.
That'll be her.
What are we talking about?
She's called Lindsay. She's called Lindsay, Michael.
I was watching a BRS video and he read one of her questions aloud. So that's why I saw the name.
Here we go. Phosphorus 28.
28. So that's lower than thinking. That's less than 0.1. That's like 0.9, 0.8, I think. I might be lying.
Yeah, you have to eat little. Need more food.
28 times 3.066 divided by 1,000.
Why don't you just use the card? You not got one?
Yeah, but I just like doing it myself.
You want to see
0.08.
0.08. Boom! See, told you. Nailed it. That's low. That's gone lower than last week.
Yeah,
Was it last week?
Yeah, it's about half of what it was last week.
Oh, you didn't test last week?
Well, the week before.
Was it the week before or was it the week before that?
Hey, Frank.
Tail's kicking in then.
Might have been the week before that. I don't know.
Yeah. What's your nitrate?
Let's find out.
Hold on. What's people's phosphates result in the chat?
Right, anyone that's done a test up to yet, stick your results in the chat so we know what you've got. What was your ammonia?
You're so shit at me. Oh, alright. You're so crap at making this into a show.
Michael, what was that? What did you say then?
I didn't say anything.
That was a swear word, wasn't it?
It wasn't, no.
What's a swear word?
In some countries, it's not a swear word. But yeah, you're so crap at making it a show. Like, get people involved. Just like, everybody, put your test in the chat.
Michael.
What?
We've got plans for this, haven't we?
We have.
Right. So, for now, we'll do it my way. Oi, Is it my test Tuesday or your test Tuesday?
All right.
Right. Eventually, it'll be our test Tuesday. But until then,
Your test Tuesday.
Fox is asking a question. Testimonia. My testimonia.
who testimonia?
Only because I'm testing everything else. It takes 2 more seconds to drop 5 drops into the vial. Once I run out of ammonia tests, I'm not going to go out and buy more. But they came with my kit, so.
Just make sure that you always check the sell-by date on it. Of the use by.
No, I make sure. That's why I went ahead and got it from Amazon, and they have high turnover.
I'm going to check its pH. I've not checked that in 60. Right. So my pH, I keep my water, I keep my light on at the minute.
What are you saying?
I keep my finger running. What you call it? Me yeah, that.
Fusion.
Yeah, 24 hours a day.
What? What?
What?
You just like went proper distant and then I didn't hear you anymore.
Because I walked away.
Right. What was you
I
saying?
keep it run 24 hours a day.
What, the refusion?
Yep.
Right, okay.
Right, so what do people reckon my pH is going to be?
I don't know what your pH has been previously.
8.
Based on you're using Triton and now you've introduced Chato, I'd probably say between 8.1 and 8.2.
There we go.
Because I know the Triton buffers the pH as well.
I think pH buffers it.
Do what?
I think pH buffers your pH.
Do what?
You what? You what?
I didn't hear. I thought you asked me.
No, I say adding KH buffers your pH, you know? 1, 2.
My
3.
calcium test takes forever. I'm actually going to go do that right now. You just keep adding and adding and adding.
Right. So that.
I'll go do that. Be back in 2 hours.
pH is awkward as shit because I've got allergen lights above my head.
Oh, swear. You're well worse for swearing than anybody. It's only now that we're flipping talking about it do I realise how much we actually swear.
That's why I'm muted, Paul. Hello, Michael.
Hello, Tom. You're the worst one for swearing.
Yeah, that's why I'm muted.
Yeah, it's still 8.
8.
Yeah, still not changed, mate.
Huh? Yeah, but the thing is, what you got to think about as well, it's 9 o'clock at night, and if you're running it 24/7, you're not having that alternate buffer. You know what I mean? Because it's buffering the same all the way through the day.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget, it does have a photo period as well.
Nitrates. Right, so what's pH? Reef Madness 8.2. Frank the Tank, my nitrates are between 0.2 and 0.5. Nitrates between 0.2 and 0.5. How are you getting readings like that? Ultra low reading. Are you using Purple Pond test kit for that? No, that don't even go that low. How are you getting readings that low on nitrates? Michael.
What?
Do you know any test kit that can read nitrates at 0.2 and 0.5?
It's probably because the colour's not 5, and it's not.
No. It says 0.2 to 0.5. No, it might be 2 and 5, not 0.
It might mean 2 and 5.
Yeah. So I'm saying that I think the ultra low goes to 0.2 2.5. Yeah, do you know what? Yeah. Yeah, if he's using the ultra low one, he can get between 0.25 and 0.5. So yeah, going off the ultra low. I've never done an ultra low reading because it's never been low enough to do it. You know, for me to do.
Yeah, there's no reason for us to ever flipping use ultra low. Oh, definitely not me.
Not me either. It's never been below 5. My nitrates. And the ultra
No, mine never.
The ultra low only reads from 4 downwards. So like for me, it's no point.
Yeah, but the thing is,
your nitrates have never been below 5?
Our nitrates are 5 out of the tap anyway.
I've never been below 5. Never.
Yeah.
No, mine was 10 for a while, and I was really chuffing myself. Like, I've got 10 nitrate, check me out. And then it went up to 25.
I've had 5. I've definitely had 5. But never, nah. Mine always hover between 10 and 15, and 20. Last time, I think it was 50 something.
Yeah, mine, I just don't want him at the top. I don't want him at 160. And I want my corals to look good.
I just want to say something as well. All I've done today is eat salad. Are you proud of me?
Aw, you're going to look great in Vegas.
The only person that's going to be proud of you is DC.
It looks like a rabbit.
Nah,
the only person that's going to be proud of you is DC.
Yeah, DC, because the thing is I'm going to be wearing lycra more than likely, spandex when I'm flipping tramping about. So, you know what I mean? I don't want to look like flipping the Blob.
Oh, Michael, don't be so hard on yourself.
It's sexy to be a man, Michael.
I will be the sexiest person in Vegas, though.
I don't know about that. Did you see Nick putting that cabinet together yesterday? Are you going to be assembling things?
We know you would.
Annika, how old are you?
Oh, yes, you did on the desk.
How old are you, Annika?
I'm old. I'm like 53.
No, seriously, come on, play it again.
Yes, I'm 53.
How old are you?
I'm 53.
I'm
just really good for my age because I take care of my skin and I stay out of the sun.
Who told you to lie?
Are you seriously precious? Are you precious about your age? Is that why you're not saying?
What? No, I just think it's funny that you keep asking, and I'm telling you I'm 53. Yes.
I don't care.
I'm 42.
I'm just asking a question. I don't care.
I'm 42.
You're 42?
Yes, I'm 42.
You're 1 year older than me. I'm 41.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Flipping letting all these old bastards in.
Yeah,
bastards isn't swearing,
Michael.
Bastards isn't swearing. It's not swearing.
Nah, not you, babe.
I'm 53. Or 42. Or 38. Or I
Michael,
might,
I was about to
be
say, all
32.
you old people.
All you old people. Oh,
I might
yeah.
be 32.
Shut up, Jeeves.
I was born in the 80s. Does that help?
Youngling.
You're just lying all the time.
Well, so you're probably, I'm guessing you're about the same age as me. Even though you can't.
How old are you?
Even though you can't admit it.
No, I didn't say I can't admit it. I'm my age is publicly displayed on other social media sites.
Michael's younger than me.
What No, I'm not.
Michael's the baby of the two.
No, I'm not. Jesus.
I'm a child of the 80s.
How old's Jeeves?
2.
So, Michael, how old are you?
35.
Let's just put it this way, Paul. I
can't hang out with you.
In the 80s.
You wasn't.
I'm a 90s baby.
Jeeves, you said you were a thought in the 80s?
He was born in the 90s.
Jeeves.
Yeah, I'm
said
a 90s
you were...
baby.
Really?
I'll be back in 10.
You're not even 30 yet.
Five drops, nitrate test. Told me phosphates are 0.08. The pH is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 1 5 and swirl and swirl. Mage is 40, but looks 25. Because she's gorgeous. There it is. So people, Karen, putting your tests up, your results up.
Frank doesn't look 45 in person.
Who?
He looks closer to my age. Frank the Tank said he's 45. I've met him in person. I wouldn't have thought he was that old. He looked maybe mid-30s.
Oh, and if you want smoke blowing up your ass, just ask Annika, how old you are.
No, maybe I'm just really bad with ages.
How old do I look? Don't be nasty, be nice.
Between 32 and 35, maybe.
That's good. Maybe
Maybe
younger than I am. I like that.
Yeah. Well, you're also from a distance, so I can't really see her.
Oh, is that it? Not
Can't
just
see.
young, it's just because I'm at a distance.
You can tell, like, can you see? Your
38.
the sides of your eyes maybe can give it away. Get right up.
Now you said I'm wrinkling up.
Well, I don't wear makeup, so you can see every
You got me Daria laughing because you said I've got wrinkly eyes.
No, I said get up close so I can see if you've got like the wrinkles on your eyes.
Hang on.
Oh, it's maybe not too bad. Yeah, you're 38.
I'm not 38. I'm younger than that.
I'm just kidding.
It just
You guys
blows smoke up Nick's ass.
I'm 36.
Nick, how old are you? So Aaron is 35.
36.
Paul, you said you're 35?
36.
36, yeah.
37 in June, as my daughter keeps telling me.
And Jeeves is in his 20s.
Younger.
No, Jeeves is under 20.
Right, so that's
No,
me.
not that
That's
young,
me
just under
nitrates.
30.
Oh, okay.
That's me. This is my eye range nitrates. It's already turned pink. That means my phosphates are automatically above 4. Automatically, and it's got 8 minutes to go yet. So I reckon it'll be around between 8 and 12. That'll be by the time it's finished, I think. I know what. I'll turn the camera off while you walk past. Go. No one's going to look at you. Go on. Right, turn it back on while she's. Tell me when you're coming back, Pascal. Turn it back on. I don't like being on camera, my daughter. I think she's a gorgeous little girl. She's 16.
So since y'all have been doing nitrates, what nitrate kits have a lower resolution? So than Salifert? Because like I have the Salifert, but
Can you do ultra low reading on it?
You know, I can get a range of a little more than 10, but less than 25.
Well, the Purple Pond one.
I mean, is there one of them that?
Yeah, the Purple Pond. You can get between 0.25.
Purple Pond?
Yeah, 0.25 up to 64. So.
Okay.
But the way you do it, if you do it the ultra low way, you use more salt water, your tank water. If you're doing it the other way, you've got you only put 1 mil of salt water in with 15 mil of RO water. So it gives you like a bigger reading. Right, go.
What? She has to come on. I'm doing back up now.
There we go.
Bye.
Dog's like a shadow. She follows her everywhere she goes.
That's good.
So, JB's 37 in May, so you're older than me, just by a month.
Just a bunch of kids.
It is 120. What's 120?
I was asking Craig if it's what was the 120 has the low alkalinity.
I was going to say my alk is 6.16.
Super low.
I was going to say they're getting beyond like crashing.
Yeah. That's why I want to go with what was about 120 or
That
the
drops a
nano.
little bit within the night. That could just crash your tank straight off. Because it's super, super low. So let's have a look what this is. Up to here. So I reckon this is. Up to here, this is reading. I reckon it's going to be there. So that'll be 0.25, which is. You know what? My nitrates are going to be lower than they actually thought, you know. With the R2. No, they might be even higher than I thought.
60.
No, they might be knocking on 30.
Mine is 50. About 50.
Like I said, I don't know, you've got 5 minutes. 5 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 5 minutes to go on the do.
I feel super much, so that's why mine is high.
And it needs a mega shake before it does it, I know. I'll come back to that one in a minute. Let's just fill this up with some water. So I'll do my K8s now. Right, everyone. 1 sec, Seymour. Got my hands full. I don't give a crap about Liverpool. No one does.
I want to see more.
Why is Annika not doing a test?
She's sleeping.
I'm not sleeping. I'm actually looking at how to mount the Orphec. I'm trying to see what would be the easiest way for me to do it at first, and then I can build a really fancy mounting system later. But right now, I just want to get it so it's hanging above my tank.
You're like a robot that holds it.
I don't want to spend months trying to build something. I need to actually look at.
Just a shell, like a robot.
What do you mean?
It is just looks like a robot holding it, not a real robot.
No, I'm looking at how to design some mounting hardware. That's not. I don't need it to look like a robot. I mean, I just need the light to hang, and I don't make everything robot.
Drill the ceiling.
Yeah, but it's not going to be under that area of the ceiling for very long. It's going to spend like a month or two where it is, and then I'm going to move the tank. Okay. And the area that it's in has a plastered ceiling. So if you drilled into it, you'd have to spend a lot of money to get it repaired. It's in an entryway with a very fancy like thing that goes up. So it's not a ceiling I could drill into right now. So I'm looking at doing just a cheap, crappy stand that just does the job. And then later I can make something that's really nice.
Hello, Seymour.
Hello, sir. How you doing?
I'm sorry, how you doing?
First Tuesday. What score is it?
Oh, no. Liverpool is testing right now.
What the white team?
4-0.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're winning, by the way, not losing.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's looking pretty clear for nitrates, isn't it? Look at that. Let's see.
Need to feed me.
I'm doing the ultra low, the thingy one, though, the high range, not the low range. So, whatever colour you see, it's usually 10 times the darkness it should be.
I'm gonna go test my calcium now. You inspired me.
I don't need to test any more of his tanks, so. This tank is pulling down.
Magnesium. See, I do like this, but magnesium testing. It's easy to me. "32 seconds left for the nitrate testing. Put it together.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna have to do my test later. I didn't realize the game was going on today.
Why are you lying?
Oh, money. You want to know who scored?
Right, my nitrates is 16.
When was it last time you tested?
Like 50 something.
Oh, I'm kicking in. You did a water change though, right? Whatever was in the sump, you changed that.
Well, the thing is, when I cleaned my sump out, yeah, there was some shite in there and that, yeah. So it's definitely 16. And the phosphates have dropped to 0.08. That's good. Everything's good. So, we're going to do magnesium and then KH last, I think. Do you know what? There's 30 people on here and no one's doing the testing. This is Tuesday.
I am. I just tested.
It needs to be tested.
I'm testing.
You said I need to be testing?
Well, you're at work, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, not you.
So it's a little hard for me to do tests right now. I'm going to do them when I get home later.
Hey, Jeeves, next time, take your test to work and then pull out a bottle of water from your tank and then you test that at work.
Oh, geez. Test it before you go to work. Just take your results. So when you do test Tuesday, you can just do the results, which is the easiest way to do it.
What'd you say, Paul? You broke up on my end. My bad.
Oh, yeah, Paul, you broke up. You broke up because I was celebrating another goal.
I said, instead of doing what he said and taking your stuff to work, just do the test before you go to work and then tell us the results when you get there.
5-0. What is that? Oh, money.
5-0, what's that? That's 5-0. Don't put football on the thing. No. If they hear the audio, they kick it off. Do you know why? Tested it before. Team up. Did it on Facebook and all. Do you know the boxing? I was just doing the boxing to my mate, and they kicked it off there. The thing is with football or racing, it's so strict. Any sort of streaming.
But you ever notice that they have some accounts, like I know the Liverpool one is a guy called Mr. Boy Wonder, but they have them where they show like highlights on YouTube, don't they?
Yeah, I think there's somewhere they're allowed to. They have the rights to it and that. Right, this is KH.
Yeah, I just tested my KH.
See, my KH is always between 7.9 and 8.2. Me. If people are wondering what I'm doing when I'm putting that water in, I'm just getting the bloody bubble line perfect in the annex test. What do you call that line, Seymour?
Meniscus.
That's the one. And that's why we all have a Seymour in the streams.
No, the scientist just came in, not Seymour.
Hola.
Hey, Lindsay.
Hey. I'm out for a walk.
Nice day.
I had to get off my lazy bum, get out of the cave, get some sunlight.
Nah, that's dangerous. You can get some vitamins.
You take too much of me now. I'll mute myself. I'm walking up.
It's windy.
Walking fast.
You I can just hear wind.
Hey, Lindsay. The faster you walk, the louder it is, right?
What do you reckon my cage is going to be, Nick?
KH, you want it at
8. What do you reckon?
8.1.
I'm going to say, yeah, I'm going to say 8.1. 8. Oh, you said 8.1.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go 8.2.
Okay.
There we go. In we go. Let's make sure all that last drops in. Five flips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go, Nick. What do you reckon, Michael?
What we're saying?
Hey,
John.
Alkalinity.
You okay?
Yeah.
Who's?
Oh, look at that for trying.
8.
8.
Bang
Nice, bang on.
Hang on, 8.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whoop, whoop.
Boys got it.
Tell you what, you know when you've got it, Michael? You've got it.
Us GHL users don't have to test our alk and calcium.
That's why I'm not testing right now.
Because you know exactly what it's going to be.
In for the kill. Dang.
Trying to cover up this wind.
Fine, I'm going to put the lotto on this weekend and I'm going to buy one. When I win.
You're going to buy what?
I'm going to buy one when I win.
What?
You won't regret it.
You're going to buy what?
The GHL when I win the lotto.
The GHL what? Director?
Yeah.
Is that what you're running, Lindsay?
No, they're just using the finger. They're just the doser. It's just that the doser's that awesome.
Oh, you're just using the doser?
Yeah.
You're not going to get the director?
Nah.
No?
No. I don't.
I didn't think it was badly priced.
It's a little high, but I mean, I don't think it's. I don't want to depend on something like that, to be honest.
But didn't you just say that you don't need to test your alkalinity because the thingy's thingy? So isn't that dependent right there?
The doser's perfect.
No sense talking.
Doses are very good, Paul.
Yeah, but I'm not saying they're not, because I know they are. But what happens if a coral's just get like a boost? How does the doser know to up it again?
Oh no, you can use the director.
Oh, she's got the director.
She hasn't got the director, Nicholas.
So how does she know that? How does she know that cage is banging?
No, you said, what do you do if the coral has a boost? I said, then you can get the director.
But she hasn't got the director.
Yeah, so she can't.
Right there. Oh my god.
Then she just has to up it.
God,
it's like primary school Reef isn't here now.
It's not. It's just you. You've always got to be a bellend. It's like she says she don't have to test because if her fingers awesome, right? Brilliant.
Yeah, because the system's stable.
Right.
That's what it's like.
I'm stable, but
stable, right?
still get creeps up and down.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
I'm,
Nick,
I'm holding out for the
Me and
tonight.
Michael like the Legion of Doom. We're gonna proper tag team. I
Oh
like
no.
yeah.
Who's
I'm
next?
holding out
Get
for the
ready for the
tonight.
clothesline. Every single time that you went to speak, everybody interrupted you, and then I was the final one. I do apologise. Go. She's waiting for the set. She's waiting for the set. I think we got it eventually. So am I.
Right.
Everyone, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Hi, Nat.
Who's
I'm
that?
actually, I'm
Nah.
gonna be using
Hey, Nat.
a SETI. I'm gonna be using a
What's
SETI
happening?
slide for the first time ever tonight.
Oh, cool.
For ammonia.
Ammonia and pH. I'm gonna be running a phytoplankton experiment.
Oh, okay.
Heavy,
How
heavy,
does
heavy dosing.
how does the pH factor into the phyto experiment?
We're gonna find out.
To see if
That's why
the
I did experiment.
to see if the phyto strips the oxygen and causes the pH to fall.
It's not conclusive. I'm not looking for a huge dip in pH, but I want trends, especially with dosing. Because I'm going to be dosing heavy amounts.
Are you making your own phyto or bottled phyto?
Bottled. Algae barn.
All right. Oh, I like the algae barn phyto pie. That's the one you get when you buy like that bottle full of pods.
Yeah.
Magnesium. Here we go.
Guys, quick question. I have a quick question I wanted to ask y'all. When y'all using the Hannah checker for the calcium, how many drops do you actually count? Because I know you got the syringe to take the water out your tank, but how many drops do you add? Do you see go into the test bottle?
Not a clue, but I can find out in a minute.
For what test?
The calcium for the Hannah checker.
Oh.
Because I know the drops matter, the amount of drops that's coming from your tank when you're testing it. So I count 3 drops from my tank, but I wanted to know, if I count 4 instead of 3, it makes a big difference. So I wanted to know what is everybody else counting.
I don't trust the Hannah checker.
Leave what?
I think I've only used that checker like a couple of times. I'm not close to it now
You
to
got no
kind of
6.
know, but I know with that checker, Nat, like
Yeah.
if you deviate at all from the instructions or something, you need to redo it. That's the problem
Okay.
why I stopped using it as my primary. Because yes, if you're supposed to count 3 and you get 4 or something, I would do the test over because that test is very sensitive to
Yeah.
yeah.
So I
Or
wanted to know how many.
I was gonna say I switched from it to a different test. I'm not telling you to do that, but since I don't remember the steps, but any deviation from the instructions or something is gonna absolutely throw off the test.
Okay. What test kit are you using now?
I'm using Elos, but to be honest, I have Elos and Salifert, but to be honest, when I get an accurate HANA test, I think it's accurate, but I just think the fact that it's so many steps and I never feel confident in it leads me to not use it as much. So I use the
Okay.
Salifert and the Elos. They might not be as accurate, but they're just easier to use, and I tend to do it more. And probably stability is more important than absolute accuracy. So
That's true.
whether the Salifert one is 20 or let's say it's 40 off, now you test 410, but it's really 450. I mean, as long as you're stable at 450, 410 versus 450, your tank will be all right.
Gotcha. That's the test kit I'm actually thinking of switching to is the Salifert.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
have that one
easy.
as the
It's easy, cheap. The only thing I could say is the box breaks easy because I'm pretty tough on my stuff. But that's it. It's easy. The Elos test kit, I like the Elos test kit, but the Salifert test kit is fine.
Yeah, because I kind of.
I gotta head back to work. I'll see you guys later.
My alkalinity went a little bit way high. It went to 20, and I had to hurry up and do a water change because I accidentally dosed too much. But I'm started using the BRS 2-part. That's what I think I'm gonna stick to.
Hey guys,
One
I'm
thing I've
gonna head out
noticed,
to the unit.
yeah, I'm
Talk to
actually
you in a
about.
bit.
I need to head out as well. But I was gonna say another thing is because I have all softies, I was doing the 2-part diffusion, and I noticed I wasn't going through as much calcium as I thought I was. So
Gotcha.
so I waited a couple of weeks before I tested and saw my calcium creep up. So it is definitely dependent on what kind of livestock, not just how much is in your tank. Because when they tell you dose this amount for this many gallons, the gallons has nothing to do with it. It's how much, because it's not the water that needs the calcium and the alkalinity. It's the corals. So the more corals you have that absorb that to create their structure, the more you're going to need. So yeah, so because I took my water in to get tested before I got really good tests, and they said that my calcium was high and just don't dose calcium for a week, he said. But yeah, I like the 2-part. I've been able to minimize water changes with 2-part. So
Really? Okay. Yeah.
oh yeah,
I'm gonna stick
no,
to that.
I test everything, and I used to run a higher nutrient or higher nutrients, and I cleaned all the GSP off the back of my tank because it was pretty much just an algae scrubber. So now my tank water is crystal clear all the time, which isn't what I expected. So
Oh, that's good. I run GFO because my phosphate was always really high. That worked out pretty good.
Yeah.
Running GFO, it worked out pretty good for me. But I only do water change once a month. I got a 125. I only do water change once a month.
That's pretty good. I mean, that means if you're not going up and down, that means you're doing pretty good at keeping your levels pretty stable. I'm new. I've only been in the hobby for a few months. So, I'd like to get back to where it's like very rare that I need to do a water change.
Yeah.
Right. I gotta head out. I'll chat with you guys later.
All right. Have a good one.
Bye. Thanks, Paul, and Michael for doing this.
See you later.
For doing this. This forces us to test so we don't forget. Do you guys use an app to keep track of when you test and what?
I use
the logbook.
I use this. I always know what my tests were from the last test I did.
Yeah, but I think it'd be neat for me to be able to track it over a year, and I don't think just a calendar app.
Just type aquarium. Just type aquarium in the search bit in your phone apps, and there's loads of
aquatic log.
Yeah. Or aquarium log.
Well, there's different ones, but this one is more for tracking your livestock, and it doesn't look.
I got a logbook that Bubba suggested me for use, and I got it off of Amazon. The logbook
is it digital or?
No, it's not digital. Just and it's really just the way that it's structured is really good to write down what do you have for your calcium, your phosphates, everything, and it's just really well organized. And the book is made for that. And I purchased off of Amazon, and it's great. I mean, it is great for putting notes and everything.
Yeah. All right. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.
Yeah, Paul, did you count the drops?
Well, I've not done it yet.
Oh,
thing is, you got to be careful when we're talking about drops because I'll be using this for the salt water.
Yes, that's what I use. Yes,
but it depends which end you use because it comes with different ends. Because you've got to remember the bigger drops with a different one.
Oh crap! I use it without the ends.
Oh no! Use this.
I don't use the ends. Yeah, I did not put the ends on.
You've got to use the end.
Oh, you got to. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Got to.
But which size one do you use? Do you use the smaller one? Because I know it's like 3 different sizes.
Well, the big one goes on your syringe. So the big one goes on your syringe. This one.
Okay, the big one.
But you don't want the liquid in this. You want it in the end.
Yeah.
Right? Then you have two other ones. And I think any of them don't make a difference which of them it is. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
I think they. Let me just double check they are different sizes. No, they're the same. But just make sure one of them's on and the big one's on there.
Okay.
Why is everyone dropping out of the hangout? Seymour, you're banned. You're not coming back on it no more. Right, let me get this. Just watch this bite up. Bit of raw water. Been working on that myself, reef readings. There's hundreds of that. Just have a look around and find some. I bet everyone was wondering what I was doing then. I was just making sure that was salt water and RO water. Because I don't want to be using salt water to rinse it out with.
I managed to get a chiller off of this guy on Facebook for $200. I'm so excited about it, and it's able to cool down my 125.
Yeah, that's a good thing about what we do. We don't really need. That definitely is salt water. Yeah. Right. Yeah, chillers. The thing is with chillers, we don't need them over here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Hello, Melissa. Right. So let's do this, right? And then we'll start. I'll see what the drops of the. It's just the salt water drops that you want to know.
Yes, the saltwater drops. Because it makes a difference. An extra drop throws a test completely off.
Yeah. Well, bear with me. Make sure you use the end though next time.
Gotcha.
Right. So 1 mil of the liquid. Right. Then top it up with salt water, RO water.
RO water, yeah.
Salt water. Don't use that one. Make sure I clean the vial. We'll top it up to the line with RO water. Right. Make sure you don't go above it. Make sure you don't go below it. Make sure the meniscus line is above it. That's there. Right. And then, what is it? Is it fine? Make sure I just get it clean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's mixed. It's clear. Down. Click. Up. Out. This powdery shit in. Make sure you get all of it.
Oh, wait. I think don't you put your tank water in first?
Doesn't make a difference which one goes in this one.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
We're just going to mix it together anyway. Right. So, press it down. Lift it up. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 drops that did. Yeah, put water in, put the powder in. So you've got to put them both in together anyway, before you mix it. Make sure it's all mixed in. Give it a clean. Mine's always higher this year. In, down, press. Not bad. 4, 5, 8. So 4, 5, 8 calcium. To me, everything is really good except the magnesium, which I think is a bit high. So, Seymour, do me a favour, jump in. I need to ask you a question. Yo, yo, yo. My main display calcium is 430. Yeah. 4, 5, 8, man. Which I think that's pretty damn good. I'm good at it. I'm good with it. Four, 5, 8. Right, let's get Seymour. What are you doing, Paul? Apple bobbing. I was putting that away. Bouncing up and down, bouncing. Yeah. Well, to me, there's 30 people. 30 people watching. There's no one chatting in the hangouts, and there's no one chatting in there either. Come on, people. Paul, whatever he's talking. Right, hang on. Paul, where he's talking, have him get the. I think he's got it. He's got the pipette already. He's got the pipette, but he's not been using the end. You know, the little new end that clips onto the end of it. So what it looks like, though, is I think because you're getting 0.5 mil of salt water. Doing it in that bit with the big end, it looked like a drop of water. I think that's what it's probably. You're listening to you need to entertain us. Well, you pick the worst entertainer here. I'm all right when there's people in and I can speak to people, but I hate talking to myself. You see me, like I said, a lot of people have been on my streams for a while. With me, if no one jumps in and talks to me, I'll just shut the streams down. I get bored, I've got a really short span. Stuff out. The guy was using the Anna calcium test kit. Yeah, he was using the Anna calcium test kit. Yeah, Nat, if you can jump back in. Oh, all right, actually, leaving me all alone, hanging and everything.
Hey.
You said you put in and you left me. I love trying, but it's officially over.
Wait, you were in here by yourself?
By myself. I was ready to shut it down.
What? All right. I'll talk to you tomorrow then.
Bye.
Game ended 5-2.
Where did you get the 2 from?
We gave away 2 stupid goals.
Not good, that is it.
And then a penalty. You know what happens? The Premier League plays a more physical type of football than Europe.
The toughest.
Huh?
The toughest one in Europe.
Yeah. No, I tell you, the league is more physical than, let's say, the Spanish league or like the French league. I think the German league is a little bit like that, but.
Right. Seymour, you ready for the results?
What's your results?
Hi. The phosphates, 0.08.
All right.
Magnesium, this is what I wanted you for before. The magnesium is 1440.
Okay.
So, is that all right? Me calcium is 458.
Mm-hmm.
My nitrates are 16.
Okay.
What else did I test? My KH is bang on 8.
What else?
Well, what else did I test? That's the main ones, isn't it?
All right, I'm gonna at least test my KH.
KH is 8.
Your pH?
Yeah.
You tested your pH?
Only because I think people wanted me to test it.
All right, I'm gonna test my alkalinity.
I think that's the first time I've tested it in years and years and years.
I'm gonna
But I
test
always
my
have a pH
alkalinity.
test kit. I always have an up-to-date pH test kit in my thing, even though it goes. If it's ready for going out of date, like just say it's got 6 months left on it, I'll sell it.
All right, I'm gonna test my. I'm gonna test my alkalinity and my calcium.
Yeah, SYT. Yeah, my mag. Like I say, my mag is actually lower than it was last time.
Wait, so your nitrates went down from 50 last week to 16?
Well, not last week. It was the week before.
Oh. Because of the water change in the refugium.
Because I've changed the sump, yeah. So I emptied the. Well, I only changed 50 litres of water. The rest are still used. How much does a sump hold?
I think the old sump was like 18 gallons, but you didn't have it full. This Monty I have is bleaching.
But it's 18 usable gallons, isn't it? That's the thing.
Yeah, it's 18 usable gallons.
Hey, Michael. Hello, Dev. How are we doing today? Michael's now in to give us more professional.
Is Test Tuesday finished?
Test Tuesday.
No, well, I was watching the Liverpool game, so I just finished. So I'm actually just doing my test now.
Right, Michael.
What?
Okay, no signal, Michael.
What? He said, yeah.
I didn't hear it. I'm turning you up because you're really low. Right, talk now, Michael. Let me see if we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
I can't find you yet. I can't find
the KH is 8. My nitrates is 16. The phosphates are 0.08. The calcium is 458. My pH is 8. And my magnesium is 1440. Yeah. Hey, Paul, can you show us your sump? It might be dirty. I'll show you in a second. Yeah, I'll show you in a second.
How is it dirty? You just.
I'll show you now. Give me a second.
It's kind of my thing. What? No, it's not.
Let's turn me off there. No one wants to see me smoking a cigarette. The hangout's not working. Oh, it will work. Try again. It was eight drops. 8 drops. But it's not drops out of the pipette. You've got to remember that. It's 8 drops out of that tiny little syringe that you clip to the end of it. Because they're tiny drops. Sugar, sugar.
All right, I'm still doing my test. I'm doing my first out test on the Nano.
Hello.
Yeah, hey, what's up, Dev?
That's a good reminder. I need to do that later too.
You need to do the test.
Yeah, I'm slacking on my nano testing. I should test my luck.
Test it. It's what was I doing? Showing me something.
Yep. In fact, I'm gonna go test my nano right now.
Michael showed me something over there to everyone. Michael, did you get footage of my son? No. Right, hang on.
No.
You forgot to?
Right, here's my son. And kettle at the top, which is the water. That's popping at the top of the water, already.
You two have inspired me to test my alkalinity.
Yeah. Right. Here, I've got a reactor, and if you look, I've got Rowaphos in a bag, not churning away. I've got it in a bag, so it's like a spoonful in a bag.
Why
and
not?
the water passing through it within the bag, because I don't want it supping up the phosphates. If you know what I mean. So it's there just to keep the phosphates controlled, not
Just to have a little sip here and there.
like a buffer. You know what I mean? And I've got my carbon in a bag in there and on. So the water's like flowing through it, but they're in bags.
All right.
So that's a little tip for everyone. If you want to keep it clean, you want to keep it easy to maintain, keep them in bags.
All right. So the
smoke alarm.
alkalinity on my Nano is 8.4.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I did like a 70% water change on it yesterday because one of the corals were like dying.
Oh no.
And
I've got the skimmer running. In this chamber, the return chamber, I've got the auto top off. I've got bio blocks. So I've got the bio block. It was a full block, but I broke it up into 6 pieces. So I've got bio block in the return chamber and then the return chamber.
Why, yes, you do.
This was a little inspiration from Seymour. He told me to get a brace bar to put the light on. The bottom brace bar, and the light on the brace bar.
Wait,
Nice.
you sound mumbled. What did you say? Inspiration from Seymour, what?
The brace bar. Not for light.
Oh, lighting.
The light. You know the brace bar?
Okay.
Brace bar. So I got the brace bar. And I got I hung the light from the brace bar. The light I've got, it's 1 foot in diameter. It covers the young stump from left to right. Don't overhang on the other side. Completely from left to right. And that was a $30 watt full spectrum light from Amazon.
Nice. I found one. It's a little more expensive. It's like 100 or 120, but I'm thinking about it.
Well, if you think about it, when did I set this sump up? What, about a week and a half ago?
Mm-hmm.
The chainsaw doubled in size. Look at that chainsaw. It's literally moving sides and it's pops out of the water at the top.
Give me 1 sec. I can't see it. Ooh, 8.4 in the nano. All right.
That's the same. That's the same thing I got.
We tied 8.456 for me.
Yeah.
That's good.
Wait.
It means I actually did my doser right.
All right.
So I tested a few days ago and it was about that.
And the good old turkey baster. Yeah, gotta have a turkey baster.
Yep. 8.456. I should write this down.
Just log it into your Apex. You don't log it?
Nope. I should use that. What's the date?
I have an Apex.
Just tell people what test you're using and all.
Oh, I'm using Hannah Checker.
Yeah, me too.
Everyone in the chat, if you say what you're doing, just tell us what test you're using, so we can all get a rough guide of what people are using.
All right, I'm doing alkalinity on the big tank now.
All right, I'm not gonna bother. I use either Red Sea or Hannah.
Whoa!
Purple pond.
Pond is purple.
I can't believe you swore on my channel then. Come on, Dev.
$10 super chat in a swear jar, Dev.
Hey.
Obviously, Dev didn't catch the beginning of the stream. Dev,
no, I didn't. I thought we were over
you've got to
the
give
purple
$10 to you've got to give $10 to charity now.
I thought that too, Dev. I thought we were over the pettiness.
I did too. Yeah, did you guys have a fight again? Look at my my purple pond tank.
It's all right, Michael. We'll doctor that out later.
And what do we got? We got some purple pond dosing supplements in my doser with my purple caps. Yeah.
That I'm getting. What's in the fourth bottle there?
Nothing yet.
Right.
Future expansion.
You're not far about plankton?
Maybe. But you got to mix it up. I'd have to put a magnetic stir or something in there.
Yeah, because on the fourth one, I've just got that bag. Do you know that Easy Booster?
Mm-hmm.
They've thinned it down so it flows through the pipes nicely.
Nice.
So it's not a thick gel anymore. It's like a nice one. Easy Boost. What's called Easy Booster Nano, or Easy Nano. It's called.
Yeah. I got
I want to see your ATO there. What ATO have you got in there?
Here, we could dose some. Let's dose some phytoplanktons while you're thinking about it.
Is that going to stay refrigerated, that one?
Yeah, I refrigerate them. When I'm cultivating them, I don't. But once I dump them out, then they. This is my own stuff that I make.
Right.
This is the Reef Dude special. Okay, so what did you want to see, sorry?
The ATO that you've got there. You know, whatever's in the bucket.
Yep.
8.5 is the DKH for the big tank, so it's actually going down.
Yeah.
Nice.
What's that then?
This is my auto top off.
What you put in the top there?
This?
Yeah.
This is my auto top off that I made. So it uses a dosing pump and it pulls from the bottom. There's a little power on the sensor wire, a little on and off switch. And it is hooked up off my dosing line. And there's a little optical sensor. Let's see, right when it's out of water, it starts filling.
Yeah.
Boop, put it in water, turns back off. We're all good.
Nice. Oh.
Got some new fish. What are you thinking? Somewhere in there?
I was thinking about that thing that Seymour had. That clip-on thing. Do you know for the ATO?
Nope. No idea what you're talking about.
Neither do I. I don't know what it's called.
There's Spike. There's Spike.
Which thing?
That magnet thing that you showed us the other day.
Oh, that thing is like, there's a ton of them you can get. That thing is like $30.
Are you talking about the probe holder?
Vertex, yeah.
Oh yeah, man, I got one of those. Where's it?
The Vertex one though?
Yeah, I like it. It's clear. I don't know if you can see it. Too much stuff in the way.
He likes it. It's clear, but you can't see it.
Okay, wait. There you go. Hey, I got the Vertex one.
Right, yeah.
Although one screw fell off. Actually, 2 screws. They're in the bottom of my sump somewhere. I'll have to fish those out one day.
Yeah,
But
you gotta get those out.
They're titanium though. Whatever, it's fine. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Is that the Brightwell blocks you've got there?
It's the whatever brand, not Brightwell.
Continuum.
Nope. Keep going. Ream Pier.
Right. What did you do? Just break it up and put it in?
Yeah, pretty much. They used to be in the nano. This one used to be in the nano. That's why it's all broken up. And I got a mango pod, but it's not really doing anything. Keep hoping it'll grow one day.
Oh, mine are massive now.
Are they?
Mangrove.
Yeah, mine's done. Look at the top's all like hard. I don't know if it's buggered or dead or what's up with that. But it's all like really hard.
Just keep it submerged and just watch for roots. See this? This is me pretending that I'm gonna stick with it.
Good work.
Bacon salad with loads
Yummy.
of mayonnaise. You know what I mean? Just because.
Yummy.
I haven't got any chicken, so I use bacon.
Hey, what should I do for revision 2 of my stand? I want something classier. Should I?
What, your purple pond one?
No, well, this needs love, but because I'm going to do my revision 2 of the tank pretty soon.
Why don't you just laminate it? Hello, all the people in the chat.
All right, so 8.5. Actually, one was 8. Actually, both were almost the same. They were almost the same. Oh man, these corals are looking good.
Right, it's time to get out the super special My Aquarium Notes notebook, courtesy of My Saltwater Journey.
Hey, Paul, look at that. I got that yesterday. It's not colored up yet, but.
Which one's that? Is that the Birds of Paradise?
Yeah.
Wait till the colour gets in it. It's absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry, had a phone call.
Is that the same as the one I just got of you?
No. You just got the Istrix one. The thingy one.
Yeah, this one is this coral is blue with white polyps. I don't know. I've never seen that before. That one, there's one down there. I don't know if it's a pink lemonade or what, but the colors on these are nice.
Is that war coral there?
I don't know.
To the right. No, that's Leptostraea. That's.
I have no idea what that is. I have no idea.
That's war coral.
We'd be able to see a lot better if it was in the right aspect ratio.
Listen, man, you keep fussing about aspect ratio, and to be honest, if you're making a video if you're making a video for somebody to view on mobile, yo, this like
I've got that laptop, that green one.
Yeah.
Voilà.
That's like Michael's pet peeve, like
Michael,
aspect ratio.
Yeah, did you glue that little bit of Lepto down on a frag?
Yeah, it looks mint. Should see it under the blues. Oh my god.
Wait till that grows.
It's like the tiniest little bit, but friggin' bloody wow. It looks mint. Honestly.
I butchered my coral just to get that little bit.
I'm sat here, and then it's right at the very end over there near Monty Mountain. Right over there. I can't see the camera. Right over there. There's a rock just there, just where my finger is. Right there is where I put it. I stuck it on top of that rock, and I can see it from here. I can see how bright it's glowing from here. Brilliant. And the frag was not even as big as the tip of this pen, and I can see it glowing from here. Beautiful.
Watch it off on it.
Nice.
It's expensive coral over here. That. In fact,
which one was that one?
John Deere Leptostraea.
I'm gonna do my test when I finished eating.
That's my newest one. I just got off a buddy, a Desert Storm Chalice. Tons of crazy colors. Should be cool when it grows up.
What's that? Dev shows again.
A Desert Storm Chalice. Yeah, I got a little chunk of that off my buddy yesterday. It's my newest edition. But yeah, it's all kinds of. It goes like orange to blue to like pinky purple, and the edges are green.
That's
cool looking. Yeah, it's my latest pretty one.
Is that from Brad?
Yep.
Brad's got a nice tank, hasn't he?
He does. No, it's growing really well. I was over there yesterday filming my update, or the day before, I guess.
There you go, Michael. This is the John Deere Leptostray.
Is it Leptostray or is it Leptoceris?
No, it's Leptostray.
Oh, Stray, yeah.
So that's what I got a frag of that.
How much is it?
What, in the UK or over here?
Oh, I thought that was a like a sales picture.
Well, let's get a UK one. America, yeah, Leptostray UK.
$18.
No, that's not John Deere. Look at that.
That's a frag. They've took that picture in the dark.
You need to get a UK one.
I don't think you'll find one there. Thomas Sheriff, John Deere dealer. Oh. No, that's not the same thing. It's a frag.
I think what it is, it's just hard to get in the UK. That's why it's so expensive. Here we go. That's .com.
Let's have a look at the .coms and see how much it costs in America, and then flipping quadruple it for here.
Is it that bad?
Honestly.
Well, you only have to double it for Canada, so I guess I'm in the middle of.
Yeah, it's just like what the thing is, you just can't buy it over here. It's just
the
like
thing is, the problem is with America, we can't export corals from America because of CITES. There's no CITES to get stuff from America, so the only way that stuff like that can get here is on like in a dodgy way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless obviously it's sourced from like somewhere else, like Indonesia or something. I don't know, but if it actually comes from the States, you got no chance because you can't get the CITES to get it over.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a frag, Jason Fox, $60. Bear in mind, that's just a frag plug.
Crazy.
I love the fact it's a Jason Fox, John Deere Leptostray. Whose is it then? Is it Jason Fox's or is it John Deere's?
It's a collaboration.
the John Deere Leptostray. Let me see it. Wait, hold on.
Is
that what I have? And it has the like polyps on it, and it's
but what color is yours?
Green and yellow, like the John Deere.
Yeah, wait, show me.
I've just seen two leptos in his tank and the same as mine, like my orange one and the green one.
Oh, yeah, that is John Deere. When I just searched Google for John Deere Lepto, yeah. Let me turn the right aspect ratio before Michael gets all pissy, but there it is.
Good man, see?
So it's yellow in the middle.
Oh, it is Michael. Yeah, that's John Deere.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
That's a proper tractor right there.
All right.
Well, Seymour, that frag you've got there, John Deere, that's about $60 worth.
I'll tell you what, this guy came
and that
yesterday.
One there, next to it, below it, that one below it, to the right, there. That one, I've got that one as well, that orange.
Is that that's not lepto, is it?
Yeah, I should turn it around, but yeah. I'll tell you what.
No, it's the orange one.
That's like a cricket ball. All of this together was $100. That's a cricket ball size thing. That's really big. And then the guy gave me a bunch of acros. I don't even know this one at the edge here is smooth. This is blue with white polyps. Like he gave me a bunch.
That's a milli. Yeah, that's a milli.
He gives me that I've had before. It's like a Monty. But the thing is, in my tank, that coral always has such great polyp extension that it just looks brown. It has like it's green underneath with like brown polyps.
That's not a John Deere. That's not a Monty.
That's not a Monty?
No.
No, that's an acro. Because look at the things growing off it. It's an acro.
I've had that Monty before, and
That's an acro.
plates.
That's not a Monty. Look at it.
You sure?
Look at the islets coming off it.
Yeah, that's an acro.
You sure? All right. Well, I got that too.
Well, okay, let me rephrase that. You can have like a Monty DG that's branching or encrusted. I mean, there's different types, right? It could be like a sliding or branching.
I thought that was the one. All
That's
right.
an acro. That's an acro. That.
Okay, guys. Okay, I'm new to SPS. All right, cool.
Right. So you've got your green and blue zoas.
No, I didn't get the Zoas with it, but I got
Right,
everything else.
That orange. That's an orange lepto. It's the same as mine.
Turn
I got
around.
one too.
I can't see it.
Yeah, Lepto Club.
I
Why
can't.
are
Yeah,
you hiding it from us?
I'm not gonna put my hands in the tank to turn it around, guys. But
Why?
yeah,
I just did it 10 minutes ago. Take a photo of my chalice for Instagram.
Jeez. All right, hold on. Yo, you guys. Yo, man. Listen, man.
Dedication to the cause, though.
Yeah, but it's not a cause. It's for you guys.
Yeah, we are the cause. You're making us happy.
Right, let me get back in the chat so I'm not being ignorant people. Right, amazing growth. SYT, that's pretty accurate, easy to use. Michael's back. I mean, I'm for
Yeah, look. Hold on. Where's my camera? In my camera?
Yeah.
Look, he's not going to see it very well because it's thingy, but that's the orange one. That's the green one. That's that tiny little bit of green one I got a few. Look at that. Even like you can't see the colours. Look at the difference in glow. That's
There
like,
it is.
Is
that better?
Very nice.
Oh, well, that's a proper little Lepto Island, isn't it?
This is going to be good. This is going to look amazing. This
Seymour, he rotated it. Beautiful.
Yeah,
Seymour.
Michael, that's not Lepto.
That's something else.
No, it's not a Lepto.
That's what you had off
that
Mike that time.
Like a Samacora?
No,
Samacora.
Is it a what's it called?
I don't know what it is.
The jack-o'-lantern.
A Bavia, maybe?
That's what that could be a jack-o'-lantern, yeah. If that's a jack-o'-lantern, that's another $100 coral you got.
Has it got green eyes?
I see one dot of green on the top right.
Yeah, I see one dot of green.
Oh, I see a green head.
It might be just the Electroceres without the green eyes. If it's got green eyes, it's a jack-o'-lantern. If it hasn't got green eyes, it's just a pumpkin.
Halloween. This is Halloween.
Does it look like this? I'm putting up here. Right, let me just show you this. Does it look?
Let me ask you something now. So why would this guy give me all this stuff for cheap? No. I know what a Leptoceres is. No, I had that coral before. That is not that.
It's not that.
No, it doesn't have the ridges and stuff. You know what this looks more like? I had a coral before, like something like was a like a Samacora. Is there orange Samacoras?
What's it called again?
Orange Samacora. PSA.
I'm going PSA. Yep.
Yep. I think that's it. It's an orange Samacora. Yep. Oh, and even the one on thing has a one little green polyp coming out. Limited editions Amit Samacora. Yeah, so the growth tips are green, but the rest of it is orange. Yep.
I've got the picture up here. Let me just get a decent picture. I'll put it up. Oh, does it have loads of? Is it like really airy?
Yeah.
Hey, Michael, look at this. It goes like this when things come up.
Yeah, when I first got it, the polyps were out like that. But there's other pictures on there's other pictures on Google.
What else did you get?
I don't know the names. I got some other kind of acros with I got one that looks like a something like a pink lemonade, and I have one that's blue skin with white polyps. I'm gonna turn the lights.
Hey, Seymour, do you know this? You know that orange one? Does it look like that? Does the polyps
Is that a
look like that?
Samacora?
Does it look like that?
Is that a Samacora? I can't tell the color.
No, the color's orange. But do you know can you see the polyps, can't you?
Yeah, the skin looks a little bit like that. Yeah.
That's a pavona. Pavona. That's actually an LPS, weirdly enough. You can just see it there. It's like a goldy orange color. Like you can see how orange that is. Okay, but that's gold. That's orange.
Yeah. Now that I'm looking at the picture, it doesn't look. No, it looks like no.
Right, show me that blue one you've got. Is it a millie?
Jesus. Man, these corals all look alike. Like there's some pictures that the orange pavona looks like the orange Samacora. It could be either one. I won't know. What did you say I should show you, Paul?
Show me that blue one. Does it look like a millipora, didn't it?
I have no idea what that is. Let me turn the camera around before Michael gets pissed.
Right, Seymour, just type ORA blue millipora in Google.
All right. ORA blue millipora.
See if that's it.
Oh yeah, that's it, buddy.
Boom. There you go.
Yeah.
That orange one, I'd probably say it's that orange Samacora.
Yeah, I think that's what
like
it is. I had a green Samacora before, loved it. It was slow growing, but it had Samacoras. When you give them highlight and high flow, they have some of the most intense colors I've ever seen. Ah, yes.
You've got to keep that blue millet. It'll start to table out. So make sure there's room around it.
Oh, love millies.
Yeah, but also they turn green and blue. So if it starts turning green, don't worry about it because they do that with.
I've got a gold millie that's starting to turn green.
Yeah, but then them are prawn. The ORA blue millies are prawns turning green. And back to blue though. So like depending, like just say what time of year it is when they change the colours. So what else you need us to tell you what it is, Seymour?
You know what? I'll take pictures and I think you guys wait, hold on. What is this one? This one is right up front. So what do you think this guy just gave me all this this stuff was cheap.
Cheap is good. Cheap is your friend.
Everything was
for
everything. Yeah.
How much?
$100.
Nice. Forget. Does Facebook? Anyone else is posting stuff? Do they keep deleting your guys' ads for stuff? Being like, you cannot sell live things on Facebook. Delete. They keep destroying my ads.
Who does that?
You can't sell corals or anything on the marketplace. You have to create it as a post, not as a sales post. Because if you sell corals or fish on a sales post, they'll just delete it.
Yeah,
I always put up as a post, not a sales post.
I did that too, but I just called it like colorful sticks pack. I'm just getting creative in the wording now. Because they delete it like 3 times in a row, like every day they take my
Just
post.
don't put coral in it. So if you're selling a millipora, put millipora, don't put coral at the side of it.
Yeah.
Oh, is the keyword.
Let's see if they deleted my one I redid the other day. Curious now.
Oh, Michael, I'm watching the news here. You know that little lad?
Yeah.
The Alfie. You seen it?
I've heard about it, yeah.
Yeah, he's still going. He's actually moving about and that.
What the F?
I don't know how. You know what? I'm a very opinionated person, so I don't even want to talk about it.
I'll tell you what I realized now, Reef Dudes, is that I mean, I always knew like you could get good deals on our corals here, but my gosh, this is the guy was telling me some stories about Jason Fox and some of this coral he hasn't released. But if you're willing to like trade or just wait, you can find some pretty good deals locally.
Oh yeah,
I think this guy said he sold He sold at Reefapalooza last year, and he said because of some stuff going on with his job, he won't be at Reefapalooza. So probably he was growing stuff to sell, and then late in the game, it was decided that he won't be able to get a stall or something at Reefapalooza. So then he's just selling stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, and the guy drove like a pretty far distance to drop it off too. It's not like I met him. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'll come tomorrow." Yeah.
Hey, I got a question. What's this Gorgonian like? It took the hobbyist that gave me it. It took him 13 years to find it. I'm not sure what it is. I've never seen it before in my life.
Aspect ratio. Looks like a bristleworm.
Yeah. I have no idea. The polyps are more separated than
Which one are you
most.
talking about? Wait, is it the one right in the middle on the left?
Yeah, right there.
What color is it?
It's purple, as a purple base and brown polyps.
I have that.
It's a
exact thing.
photosynthetic Gorgonian.
Yeah, I have it, and I'm actually trying to give it away. The next time Reef God showed up around here, I was actually going to see if he wants it. It's lying down in the back of my tank. I've had it for years, and it hasn't grown much, to be honest. It was actually lying down. Hang on a second.
Mine's growing really well. I love it. I think it looks cool.
Yeah.
I love Gorgonians. Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Let me turn on the camera.
Sway back and forth.
But mine is in the back right there, somewhere. Is he in the back? He's pissed off because it was literally falling over. My wife has been telling me to get rid of it for a while. I think I got it for free from my LFS. He was looking to get rid of it, to be honest.
Oh. Because they grow very slow, or are they just like a nuisance?
I think it grows very slow, but I just think the real estate I had in my tank that I wanted it you know what? It grows very slow, but you know what? I don't know. I don't
think they grow slowly, Seymour, because mine seems to be growing really fast.
You know what? I just took that back because now, as I answered the question and as I was just talking, I realized I've given frags of it to other people. So instead of me thinking it's growing slow, I've probably just over-fragged it.
Just fragged it, yeah.
Yeah, but I've probably given frags to like 10 people, and I still have the original 3 stocks. I don't know. I just wasn't fond of it anymore, and I was seriously looking to give it away, but I might hold on to it. It's photosynthetic,
It's
and
a
then
nice
when you put stuff like let's say you put like reef chili, or I don't feed it directly, but whenever you put like any kind of small particulate food in the tank, oh man, the polyps come out and it looks good.
The polyps are out on it right now. It's always out on it, the polyps. But
I've tried Gorgonians a lot, and I think this is the only one I've been able to keep alive. But I've probably, tried a lot of non-photosynthetic Gorgonians, and it just, for whatever reason, just didn't work out for me.
Do you know what? I've always said that I won't touch NPS corals, like non-photosynthetic corals, because they're just a pain in the ass to feed. But then, I randomly got sent this Gorgonian, and I was like, yes, actually, because I thought the way that I'm feeding at the moment with flake food and stuff, it creates like quite a lot of particulates in the water. And I don't use ozone or much carbon or anything anymore. So there's always, quite a lot of particulates. I thought, this is a perfect time to get a Gorgonian. And I thought, it's going to go in this spot, which is really dark, where I can't put anything else. But yes. And then it turns out it was a photosynthetic one. I was like, oh. That's good.
well, the thing is with these non-photosynthetic corals, they live in the caves in the wild. I actually have a book right now that I can show you where these non-photosynthetic corals live. The sun corals love the caves. They are found inside of caves in the wild, which is cool, I thought.
I have like a non-photosynthetic one just hanging out under overhang in my tank, and a couple other ones, but I like them. They're fun.
Yeah, I think they because they don't need light, they really add another sort of demographic to the tank by providing, corals and color in spaces that you can't really get it normal.
Here's some corals in Florida right now. I have a whole book of it. So here's some right here. These look like lobophilias. They live here. I wish some of these corals were available to us. And we even got scalemias. Look, I was surprised. We even got scalemias here. See, sun corals. Sun corals do live here. And we got types of candy canes here. Or at least it looks like candy cane. We got more. And we got these. I don't know what those are, but yeah.
Oh, those are sun
These-
corals. Oh,
Yeah, look, I'll go back to it.
yeah. I tried those when I was in Reefer. I think that's one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made. Trying sun corals. I've had friends that for whatever reason he didn't have to directly feed them every day, but if I didn't feed mine every day, they just withered up and died. But when you have a tank with a good amount of sun corals, it can look cool.
Oh yeah. I'm
it
just
can
getting
look
this so
cool.
you guys can read it. They prefer under docks, to caves, shallow reefs, undercut faces, walls, on deeper reefs. So yeah, they like the dark areas.
Yeah, they're
Can't
pretty.
believe
They're
that.
pretty. When you have them and you could get them to open during the day, like I've seen people like create like something where they dose like use a dosing pump where they dose Fido all day. You can get them to open, but I've never had. And so I think we spoke about it in the chat a few days ago, and someone said try a dendro. That should be a little bit easier than a sun coral.
Yeah,
Oh, a
dendros
fathead.
are a lot easier.
I love the
go
name
to
of that
candy
coral.
cane.
Fathead.
I got those in my nano. They're great.
They're great.
Yeah.
And you don't have to
I gotta
feed.
show
You
you
still
guys
have to
the
feed them,
scalemias
but
we have here.
not as often.
Nope, they're easy to feed too.
Find it.
So
You said
they
you have
feed open all.
scalemias.
I have one of those too. Yeah,
Oh man.
just one, and a fathead dendro.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
What do you reckon my alkalinity is?
What was it? What was it last time? It was 6.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it was at 6 points something, wasn't it?
6.7, yeah.
6.7. Have you upped your dose?
I've not touched anything.
Have you added some corals?
Not touched anything.
Have you added my corals?
Yeah, I have. I did.
Oh, it's going to be 3.1 because mine's sub juice.
Personally, I never
I
tried.
reckon it's going to be 7.2.
Still
Yeah.
6.7.
Is it?
6.7.
Yeah, he's staying there though, which is good.
It's been 6.7 now since the 17.
Is that where you want to keep it?
Have you looking at my tank? Hell yeah. My tank looks amazing. It looks amazing. So if the tank likes it at 6.7, who am I to argue?
Yeah, I find that my tank. I think my Triton tank has ever looked is about 7, but I don't know. It just makes me nervous to keep it there. But 7 is where I think my tank likes it best.
Well, the thing is like obviously I am running a knife edge at 6.7, but it seems to be fine. Like I said, I can see growth in the corals. All of, like even now at this time, which is 10:30 at night, so the lights are gonna be off in about 30 minutes or something. Everything, all the algorithm is still really fluffy and plumpy and nice. So yeah, I'm at 6.7. If it wants to stay there, that's right. And it's holding as well. So it's been 6.7 since the 17th, and it's to hold 6.7 bang on for all that period of time.
That's my favorite. That's a purple and green Scully right there.
I don't like Scullies. I think I'm the only person in the world that doesn't like Scolamoris.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't be hating.
Yeah.
No, I just don't like them. I just don't think they're worth. I just don't think they're worth the money.
They're not. I have one just because I don't know why, but
yeah, just because it's just that that little round disc thing. It's like meh. It's a meh coral for me.
Yeah. To be honest, I think the price is a little bit overrated for them. They're just a little disc. You're right about that. They look like
It's because you can't. It's because you can't frag them. So you've literally got to wait for them to grow. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's one of those where that's where the value comes in. And I get it, but I don't know. It's just not for me.
I was tank sitting, and it was a gift for thank you. So it worked
Oh,
out. So
yeah.
the price was right.
Don't get me wrong. I'd have one if somebody said, "Hey, do you want a Scully?" I'd say, "Hey, yeah, thank you." But I wouldn't buy one.
Well,
That's fair.
I think we got chalices too. I'm just looking at this now.
Scolimi, that's the one they also call a button coral, right?
Yeah, and artichoke coral. That's what they call it around here.
Artichoke coral.
Right there.
Artichoke coral. I've never heard it called that before.
Yeah, that's what they call it. This
Madness.
looks like this looks like a chalice to me.
Don't you just love it when you do your nitrate test? You start your nitrate test and it doesn't instantly turn into a very deep pink.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, oh, I can still see through it.
Well, that's what I mean. I remember, like, when I had the previous one, literally as soon as I put the powder in, boom, pink. It's like I didn't even have to wait 3 minutes.
Man, don't you just wish we could collect more corals around that?
I've almost got Macna booked.
Wait, what was the young man saying?
Macna this week.
He said,
"Oh, lucky."
Ooh, have you booked it yet?
No.
Are you gonna?
I should start looking at it soon.
Yeah.
Don't you guys wish we could just collect corals around here more? Because I've read this whole book, and we've got tons of good corals around here. But so far, they're only from Indonesia. But I think, and Australia and the Red Sea, places like that. But there's none really.
Are you allowed to collect them around there?
I don't think so. That's probably mainly the main reason. We're allowed to collect some, but most of them you have to have special permits to collect.
Well, I think the thing is, people have gone and have over collected. That's probably why we don't have, nice stuff at least close to the shoreline anymore, because people just, just went and there was no regulation, so people just went and collected whatever they want.
Yeah. But it just looks so nice. The corals here, these would look amazing in reef tanks.
Yeah, they would.
Imagine them in my reef tank.
But you're not the only one. Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. It's just that we're not the only ones. Us 3 or 4 people here on the stream are not the only ones that would think that way. A couple other people, a lot of other people would think that way, and some of them, don't really care about the consequences. When they do collect, they just grab whatever they want and, leave the reefs in a way where it's hard for the reef to recover. So it's not like they go and collect you go and you say, oh, I see thousands.
Michael's just flicking his crystal meth bag.
Clickety click click.
Let me only go collect one or two.
It's dead hard to get it to all collect in the bottom and then flipping when I open it still just goes.
No. Just rip a little hole in one corner, like a little tear.
Yeah.
So you get like an air in it, then do it. Because it's not vacuumed anymore, and it starts to shake down.
Well, when I went snorkeling in Cancun, there were so many awesome corals. There's huge elkhorn corals. There's huge brain corals. I was like, man, I wish I could get a frag of that.
How old are you?
14.
14.
Yeah, thought you sounded young.
So
I like that. Passion in a youngster. That's what we like.
Yeah. I've liked the ocean all my life.
Right.
I saw
the ocean is pretty awesome.
Oh yeah. I saw some what are those anemones? I saw some condylactus anemones. I saw some of those. I saw a sea turtle, and I saw queen angel, which was really nice.
Queen angel is one of my favorite fish ever.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful fish.
Man, if you just had a big enough reef, like a really big reef tank, you could put one in there.
I've got a big enough reef tank for a queen angel all day long.
Put one in?
Oh yeah.
I think if
I can't because it's a reef tank.
Yeah.
Queen angel would be like, ooh, dinner time.
If I ever had to set up a second tank, it would definitely be like a predator, like an angel.
Yeah.
There's some
Mine-
beautiful fish out there
Mine
that are
would be
not reef safe.
completely angelfish. It would be
Oh yeah,
an angelfish dominant tank.
that's what I would do. There are some beautiful
Korean
angelfish out there.
angels, personifer angels, queen angels.
I love it.
All
I saw a guy. There was a guy in Manhattan that had like a 500-gallon tank, and it was all an angelfish only, and it was one of the best, like in terms of fish, and he only had softies in it, and I guess for whatever reason they didn't like softies are mostly leathers. They didn't bother those corals, but
So
it was a
look at
stunning
the
tank.
They tend to just go for LPS to like file their teeth down as well.
Look at that. That's amazing. That macroalgae. Imagine if we could just collect some of this.
Oh, you can collect the macroalgae all day long if you live in the area, but sometimes it can be an invasive.
I can collect a few macroalgae. We have a few over here that I can collect. I've tried keeping a few before, but they all turn to crumbles because the flow is really high where they live. You need to give them high flow here, and I didn't have the right flow for them. And my tang, he would destroy them. He would destroy that algae, and he'd be like, "Ooh, what's this?" and eat it.
Yeah,
So, I really want to start a planted marine tank, but those I've heard are very hard to maintain.
No, I've got one.
I think it might be easier because you don't have to worry about stuff as much.
Yeah, I've got one now. They work in your favor because obviously they're providing a lot of nutrient export. My nano tank is all what's it called? There's no corals in my nano tank. It's only macroalgae.
Yeah. Wouldn't you like this in your tank? I would love that in my macroalgae tank. That has a nice pattern right there. Some of that would look nice. It kind of looks like a Monty scroll coral. That's why I like that one. And then this one kind of looks like Montipora as well. But we can't collect any of that. Or perhaps we can. I'm not sure what the permits on that is. But we got some more. We just have tons and tons of macroalgae over here. Tons of it. I could collect some right now if I want to. The beach is not too far. It's literally like, I don't know, like 9 miles from my house. This is what we have here. We have those around me. And these we have. And these. So, it's nice.
Oh, I want one of those shaving brush ones. I want one of those.
Those things are everywhere in Mexico.
Are they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was amazed.
I'd love those.
Yeah, they're cool.
I'd actually put those in my main display. I'd put those in my reef.
Oh yeah, those look nice. Oh yeah, we also have these. I've seen a whole big thing, a whole big bed of these, and I was like, I gotta collect some of that. We grow this in our aquarium, so I was like, I gotta get some of that. They call it green feather algae, and flat green feather algae. So I think these are a subspecies of algae. Actually, no, they're algae. But that's nice. Look at that. That one looks nice. I would love to collect some of these. Just gotta look for them.
Hey, Michael and Paul. That guy rung me up. I had a piece like I was telling him some stuff I had, and he wanted like a connection, like a little piece of connection I had. He's coming by Monday. He said he has more corals, so he's gonna bring more corals on Monday.
Nice. Awesome.
And thing in this hobby is most people think bubble algae kind of looks ugly, but we actually got some nice variants of it here. I was surprised. Look. Wait for it. There. Look at that. That's like kind of shiny and clear. Bubble algae's from here, so I don't even know how it gets in people's tanks.
Damn you.
Around here.
Hey, I know somebody who has some nice bubble algae.
I got lots I can share. Look, yep.
Awesome.
With some nice globe polyps.
I like that one.
Hey, Dev,
Dead mint.
your bubble algae has polyps on it?
No.
Huh?
I just
Down.
joke and call them globe polyps. Although I did
That
add
looks
2 emerald
ugly.
crabs to the tank, so hopefully they'll put a dent in them.
They'll take care of it. Do you
I
have
hope
your
so.
bubble algae in like the overflow?
Ew, there's hair algae.
No, it's just on the rock. Taunting me.
And we got
Nitrates of
that
25 still. Oh, ooh,
Nice.
phosphates. How have my phosphates come down?
Oh, this one. This one looks beautiful.
Okay, so I'm gonna ditch my filter stock. I'm gonna probably do one of those filter rollers. That and the skimmer can be in the first chamber.
I want to try that filter rollers. Those
Yeah, I think it'll be
things
nice.
like paper.
I'm thinking if I still leave a smaller section for frags, and then I can use this for like Chado or whatever, and then it can flow backwards, and this could be the return pump, or reactors could sit in here too if I wanted to, some small ones. What do you think?
Hey guys, does this look like it would be expensive in this hobby?
Everything is, yes.
This algae. This looks like it would be about like $40 for that in this hobby. That
Phosphates.
$29.99.
Paul.
Can you hear me now?
Paul.
Can
It's
you hear
your
me now?
live stream, Paul, not mine, not anybody else's. Paul. Is that an algae? Looks like a Monty.
Does.
I know. It looks so cool. I want that. I want that in my tank. I want it now. I just gotta find it. Then maybe I could ship some over all around so everybody could have a little bit of this before I move to New York. I gotta get some of it.
Which
So
part of New York
I've just
you
checked my
moving to?
phosphates, and my phosphates last time were 0.11. The phosphates I've just done now are 0.05.
Whoa.
There you
That's
go.
cool.
That's all right.
Yeah, but I don't know how
Mermaid's
it's come
teacup.
down.
User error.
I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Which part of New York you moving to?
Gowanda. It's near Buffalo.
Oh, near Buffalo? Oh, you
Yeah.
upstate. Where are you now? Florida?
I'm in Pasco, Newport Richey, Florida.
Wait, I'm sorry, I didn't hear. You're in where?
Pasco, Newport Richey, Florida.
Oh, wait, okay. Okay. You're moving. You've lived in Florida your whole life?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh man, you know that is a big change, right?
Oh yeah, I know. It's gonna be a
You're
big change. I'm moving to.
well.
Yeah.
Forget about the tank. You're going from somewhere that's nice and warm to some of the coldest and most snowy areas in the United States ever.
Oh yeah. That's why with my
Apart from
tank,
New
I'm gonna
England.
have to put 2 heaters on. I'm gonna definitely have to put 2 heaters on that.
Yeah.
No, I have 2 smaller heaters, and the second one never kicks on. The first one just does the job. You never know.
I have two 300-watt heaters. One's the main heater, and one's the backup. But 300 watts, and I've got a 7-foot by 2.5 foot by 2.5 foot tank. And England is also very renowned for being crap for weather.
Yeah.
But that still does the job.
Believe it or not, but that's an algae.
What was
I thought that was cool.
calcium last time? 430. So let's see.
I don't know why I'm still thinking about this, but I'm just thinking, like, if I moved from New York, where I am, we're talking like just a couple 100 miles north where he's moving, and for me, that would be a big change because they're close to a lake. Just the difference in snow is just a lot. Like, it's a big difference, and he's moving from Florida to Buffalo. Wow.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be gold. I know. I've been there a few times though, so.
Yeah,
Look at that.
It's not the
Imagine
cold.
how
It's
that
just
would
the
look in our tanks.
lifestyle is different. Like Florida, you could be outside activities to where you are in Buffalo. Like, it's almost like indoor living.
Is it that cold there?
Yeah, and because they're on a lake, it's a type of place where you get a foot of snow and life keeps going.
Well,
You
it's
get a
not
foot
really
and a
on the
half of snow.
lake.
And you guys think Canada's cold? I'm in freaking shorts and a t-shirt right now. It's cooking out.
Look at that. That
That
has
is-
like a yellow body and purple palps. Imagine how that SPS would look in our tanks. This is why I want some of this coral over here.
You could
I
find
want it.
nice stuff. You could find nice stuff like that. Absolutely. I think, to be honest, I think we can find stuff like that sold that's just as pretty, probably better looking than that. To be honest, that's the purple
Yeah,
one. Yeah,
but they're the unique structures though. You can't beat it.
I'm gonna disagree with you a little bit there. I think you can find what do you call that red Montipora that branches and has red polyps? What do we call that?
Digitata, forest fire.
Yeah,
forest fire digitata. Yeah, forest fire.
Google Seaside. Search for something called a forest fire digitata. And I
have one right here.
Oh, you have one? Yeah. When that is colored up properly, like
It might not be a forest fire.
Where's the forest fire there?
That is a forest fire?
That don't look like a forest fire.
Yeah, that's
My calcium's gone up. Oh,
yeah, no.
What's it gone up to?
it's gone up from 430 to 450.
Yeah, mine's 458.
But my alkalinity's not moved. My phosphates have come down. I'm
You
gonna
sure
have
it's
to do
not
the
the time
phosphates
of day
again.
you tested, Michael? Maybe
I'm
maybe,
testing
you
it.
know.
I'm testing it at the exact same time that we always test.
Yeah, last time, Michael, my calcium was over 500. That's come down to 458. My magnesium was over 1500. That's come down to 1440. My phosphates have come down from 1.9 last time to 0.08. My nitrates have come down from 50 because it just went red last time.
Yeah.
And it's 16 now.
I'm doing my phosphates again now because I don't believe that it's come down that much because I've not done anything differently. I have got Rowaphos running, but I've always had Rowaphos running. So the only thing that I can think of is, obviously when I had that phosphate spike because of the Chato, not Chato, Clerpan.
It's depleted.
Yeah. But where's it depleting to?
Rowaphos is excellent at sucking nitrates or phosphates up. Excellent.
Yeah, I get that, but it's just it was already running when I had the thing, and it ended up spiking. It ended up going up, even though the Rowaphos was running. You know what I'm saying? So I'm guessing that the Rowaphos has not been depleted, and now that it's not going up anymore, now the Rowaphos is catching back up again. I assume.
Do me a favor while you're on your computer.
Yeah.
Just go onto your AdSense thing and see if it says it's sent to the thing like mine does. It's doing me nothing.
What do you need to know?
Right, hang on. Okay, go to your AdSense.
I also got another book, the invertebrate book.
Right, AdSense. Yeah.
Hang on, let me get on mine so we can do it. So I know where to send you. Right, do you know when you go to that? Bloody, I'll just open the thing up. Do you know you got balance? And you got the three dots at the side of it.
Yeah.
Click that, and then go to view payment.
Okay.
I don't want to you obviously don't have to show you. Do you know when it says under there your last payment was issued? What does it say there? March.
21st of April.
See, mine still says the 21st of March.
It might be holding you.
How do you find out?
I don't know.
But do you know, if I click that view transaction thing, it says view transaction.
Yeah.
It does. It says automatic payment pending in there.
So on your transactions, you should have some dates on the left and values on the right. What dates can you see?
It says 1st of February to the 28th of February.
Yeah.
Then it's got 1st of to the 31st of March.
And on that one, it's got a monetary value, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the one above it says 31st of March to the 1st of March to the 31st of March.
Yeah. Has that got a monetary value on it?
Yeah. And then it says the 21st to the 24th of April, and a monetary value side of that.
Is it 0 or is it?
No, it's
got a value?
It's got a value.
And is it above your threshold?
Yeah.
Because mine says 0 on that bit.
Yeah,
On
because the cash drought, haven't they?
Yeah, but it still say finger because I've got the other ones there. You know, the other ones are there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Still show you what your transactions were. But this one's saying 0.
If you click view transactions.
View transactions.
So in there now, I've got the 1st to the 24th of April.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that says automatic payment pending bank account. It's got my bank account inside of it.
Oh, it's pending then because mine's been paid out.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Why is it taking so long?
Maybe because you've had maybe because of that spike in money. Maybe they might be flipping, I don't know, checking on fraud or something. I don't know.
But that's not even this month. That's next month.
Is your money higher than you would normally expect it to be?
I've had more than that.
You've had more than that in the past?
Yeah.
I don't know then. Don't know. Because mine's been paid out.
Hey, what's a nice coral you think I should put on these 2 plugs I got at Reef Palooza? Got these big, I think they're inch frag discs.
I've not been prepared. I've not prepared myself for this phosphate test. It's a race against time. I've already done I've already started the test, and I've not even opened the sachet. It's a race against time. Before the flipping checker turns off.
I'll put some designer pieces on here, some nice pieces. My mom, she's gonna be nice enough. She said once I get my parameters down, everything good, she's gonna say you're gonna get one $500 coral, and then you're gonna trade that for another $500 coral, and then that's how it's gonna start making money in this hobby.
Don't focus on making money. If you focus on making money, then you won't enjoy the hobby. Honestly.
Yeah.
Stay away from thinking about money. Get the corals that you like, get the corals that you enjoy, and then watch them grow and enjoy them grow. And then when it's time to, if it's getting a little bit overgrown or whatever and it needs fragging, then make a little bit of money. But don't buy anything based on, I'm going to make so much money off this, because if it strips, if it dies, if something happens, you will be devastated. Just literally just focus on the hobby, and then little bits of money and stuff will come, but definitely don't think, I'm going to get this $500 coral and then I'll make $500 or whatever. Don't do that, because you'll just ruin the hobby for yourself.
Yeah, I just want to pay. I just want this hobby to pay itself, so I can just
sugar
see and get whatever I want in this hobby.
You have to do another phosphate test now.
Did it go off?
No, I didn't press the timer. I just pressed the button.
You know what? What does it say on that?
What? I'm not even looking. I'm not even looking.
Well, I think I could frag this colony. I just don't want to frag it right now. It just looks so nice. I don't want to frag it. This colony of zoas. So I'm not going to frag that guy. He's going to be good. These I have everywhere. So
see, those zoas, they're really nice zoas, but they're not high-end zoas. You won't get, for that colony, it'll probably cost you $20, $30.
Yeah, with the Rastas, if I get a colony of them, that would be just a little bit more expensive. Now, the Fruit Loops would be pretty expensive for a colony of those.
Mm-hmm.
And what else? The Sunny D's, that wouldn't really be too expensive for a colony of those. But what else could be pretty good in here? I got this Miami Hurricane that's growing pretty nice. Right there.
Right. I'm not going to talk to you now for the next 8 minutes, because I need to do this phosphate test and I keep messing it up. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just flipping, can't concentrate on silly things.
Wagwan blood.
Wagwan rule boy.
They up on the Gaza, innit?
Yeah, bruv. Yeah, bruv. Bunting.
Yeah, bruv. Yeah, about to go deal with a buff thing in it. What's going on, guys?
You're right, TMG.
Nothing much. I'm about to
test Tuesday, TMG.
home. Huh?
Test Tuesday.
Oh yeah, I'll go and take the water.
You always miss Test Tuesday, you.
TNG doesn't test.
I know.
He knows better than to test.
Ryan McCallum. What a bitch. Look at, oh my word.
What?
See what he's put on Reef Community Worldwide Group?
On the group?
On the
No.
group on Facebook.
No.
Oh.
What's he for?
I'm going to show you. Feel up. It's Test Tuesday, look at that. He's put me in his living room on his big telly. Look. Look.
What are you doing?
I was testing it if it was saltwater RO on my tongue.
That's how I test. You can taste the alkalinity, man.
I've got a proper decent picture of you, which I'm still working out what I'm going to do with, courtesy of Ryan.
Me?
No, of Paul.
Of Ryan?
From Ryan.
Ryan.
McCullum.
Why? What pictures you got of me? Does Ryan just keep screenshotting shit?
Yeah, you got to be careful with Ryan. His thingy was, here's a picture for you. This will get him back for the one when you was when I had that flipping piece of
Chato one.
Oh, the Chato as well.
You do realise I'm the best meme person going. You want to play that game? Let's play that game.
Hey, listen, you got to remember who I am. I don't put the effort in, but I've got Photoshop skills, motherfucker. Oh, crap. Sorry.
And besides this, it's Mrs.
Love you.
So I've been I test alcohol almost every day, and it's been pretty much rock solid at 8.
Suck my toe.
Ooh. Ooh.
I was just checking to see if you could hear me or not to see what his reaction would be to that, but he must have muted himself, muted down as well. Go on, what did you say to MJ?
No, I said for the first time ever, my alk has been a rock 8. Barely budge.
What did you say? You broke up?
I said for the first time ever, mine's been rock solid at 8.
Oh, rock solid at 8. Right.
Yeah, for like 4 or 5 days straight.
I'm still rock solid at 6.7, you know.
Oh.
6.7 since the 17th.
6.7. I mean, that's average. Ain't bad.
Well, to most people, it's low, innit? But my
Yeah.
tank looks amazing. So.
Oh, that's what we're talking about.
Alkalinity 6.7.
Oh, okay. Thought we were talking about a bellend.
Hey, 6.7. It's not bad. Flipping some people a kill for that.
I know.
It's not the size of the boat; it's the motion in the ocean.
Hey, it's a sine wave on the wave makers.
What have I not done? Magnesium.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a different route home. My turns out the Department of Motor Vehicles suspended my registration. I got pulled over this morning.
Oh, is it one of those where you decided should I have paid my tax or should I go buy a car?
No. It wasn't that. It was I switched my old debit card got lost and I canceled it and my insurance went through and it bounced. So they just basically said, okay, we're canceling your insurance. Called them, and I'm like, hey, what's it called? Don't cancel this shit. But it's already canceled. So I just basically paid it. And once your insurance cancels, they report it that, hey, you're driving without a license. They just automatically assume you're driving without, you know what I mean, proper paperwork and whatnot. So you have to pay a fine. And I spent 3 hours on the phone and I couldn't get somebody to pay the fine to. And I can't drive to the Department of Motor Vehicles because that city, all the cops have scanners. They can scan your plate. Over here, not so much. The guy pulled me over for honestly, because I was black. I'm gonna keep it 100. I normally drive with my windows up, so you can't tell who I am, and my windows are always tinted. And today is nice and warm outside, and I was driving with my windows down. And I've been driving in this city for like 2 years. Everybody knows my car, and he pulls me over. First time in like 2 years.
So,
I drive.
What
I drive
what
by
city
him.
is that?
Huh?
What city?
I'm in Dobbs Ferry. It's like a uppity, richy city.
Whereabouts? Like what area? Because I don't make sense.
It's in Westchester. It's in New York.
All right.
Yeah. So, come on, Pablo. What are you doing? You trying to come true? Come on, amigo. Come on, amigo. Don't be a fucking dick.
Language. We're trying to sort
Go to
like,
the other pump.
We're trying to sort out the live stream and stop the
Hold on.
swearing. So
No, this Belen. Oh my god, I'm about to. Oh
you got issues, TMG.
no, I'm letting this guy come through on the pump, and he skips the first pump and stops at the second pump. When he could have stopped at the first pump, and I could have stopped at the second the other pump. So he just took up 2 pumps just because I was being nice.
Well, what's the moral of the story?
BTMG, don't be nice. See?
F everyone.
And he's Mexican. I'm about to tell him I'm calling immigration.
10.
Belen.
Right. Images. Yeah, phosphates. It's come up as 10 this time round. So I've got 2 different readings on phosphates. One was 0.05 and now 10 is 0.03. So my phosphates are definitely low. I'll stick with 0.05. Ooh, I've got low phosphates, everyone. It's been a long time since I've had phosphates this low.
Just average them, Mike.
What?
Average them. Go 0.04.
0.04. I'll stick with 5. I'll just stick with 5. I'll stay at the higher point. Then I'll be even more excited when it comes down.
See, fudging numbers.
That's it. Fudging numbers. I'm fudging numbers in the higher way, though, so it's not like I'm fudging them to make myself look good.
Well, when I move to New York, my next system is going to be a 120, and I really want to have a cube display refugium like Julian Sprung has. I really want to make something like that. I have a mangrove already that I'm growing out.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mangroves. The red ones. You know, the red roots.
Yeah.
And the roots on them now are about 5 inches long.
Oh, that's pretty big compared to mine. Mine's just... I'll show you it.
I can't see because I'm just doing my magnesium. Just give me a minute. If I mess it... It's took me all this time just to do these flipping tests. What was my magnesium last time, first of all? 338.
I'm back.
1350. Mag's gone.
So nice little
Max
mangrove.
going
Is that
up.
in the back of an all-in-one, or is that in a sump?
It's not a sump. It's actually in my Pico Reef I have.
Okay, is it all-in-one tank?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just have it back there to grow out. It's gonna go in and display refugium once it gets bigger.
What's your mag, Mike?
1350, so it's gone down 30. So
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a
nitrate,
full panel tonight.
nitrate 25, same as on the 17th. So my results on the 17th were nitrate 25. Today is also nitrate 25. Phosphate was 0.11. Today it's 0.05, so that's come down. Calcium was 430 on the 17th. Today it's 450. DKH was 6.7 on the 17th. Today it's 6.7 as well. Magnesium was 1380. It's now 1350. pH was 8.13. pH is currently 8.09, but I have just made bacon, so that probably has just brought that down.
You eat swine.
I eat swine.
So you run your alkalinity on the lower side of the range.
I've never run this low before. Never. I've never had the balls to go this low, but I ended up this low by mistake because I was at 11 and it dropped from 11 to 7.7 fast, like in the space of in the space of like two or 3 weeks. It went from 11 to 7.7, and then it was at 7.7, and then I didn't test again for another 9 days. So on the 8th of this month, it was at 7.7. On the 17th of this month, it had gone down to 6.7. But the tank was looking amazing. So I was like, well, we'll see if 6.7 holds, and we'll see what the reaction of the tank is at 6.7. So 17th was 6.7, 20th was 6.7, and now the 24th is still 6.7. And the coloration and growth is there. Yeah, I've got a Forest Fire Monty, Forest Fire Digi, and the coloration in that is just eye-watering. So I thought to myself, well, if it's not broke, don't fix it. I know we have guidelines like you shouldn't go below 7, but I'm below 7 and my tank looks shit hot.
Yeah.
I'm running the knife edge, obviously, but why not just stick with it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it makes sense that higher light is more growth, less color. Lower light is better color. Most people say they get better growth.
Not light. It's just it's not light that does that. It's more zooxanthellae. So obviously because the zooxanthellae is photosynthetic, it photosynthesizes. It's a combination of nutrients and light. Also, like high KH as well stimulates more zooxanthellae growth, which makes the corals brown. So that's what does it. So it's not like highlight browner corals, because you can have really, really strong highlighting and have different, because what it'll do is, as long as you haven't got as high zooxanthellae thing is, some corals will go from like red to green, for example. So they'll change the color completely under different types of lighting. So it's not necessarily how powerful they are. It's more like for the brownness. The power sort of like normally dictates the actual coloration itself, not the brownness. But yeah, but what it is when you're at a lower alkalinity, you have a lower population of zooxanthellae, which means the more of the coral's natural colors can shine through, because they're not being dulled down by the brown zooxanthellae. So obviously at a low alkalinity, that's why you get better coloration, because obviously there's not as much zooxanthellae in there. it's just enough to keep, you know, the coral going. Rather than if you're running at a high alkalinity, you sort of like call that advanced coral growth, because the higher population of zooxanthellae produces more sugars to feed the coral, which means the coral grows a little bit faster.
Okay.
But obviously you sacrifice coloration for that because there's more, you know, brown zooxanthellae in the way. But yeah, so that's the reason why my colors are shining through, because there's not as much as zooxanthellae in the tank, in the corals. Sorry. So the corals are shining through, but also as well because the tank has been stalled for a long time. You know, because the tank's been like wishy-washy, you know, unstable in certain aspects. Now it's obviously it's clearly stable at the moment, and
so you're getting a growth spurt out of it because there's stability.
yeah, I'm getting a growth spurt, but I don't understand my readings though, because my alkalinity has stayed still, and I've not changed the dosage of my Triton. The Triton dose is still the same. My alkalinity stayed exactly where it is, 6.7. The calcium's gone up by 20. Let me just see if that's potentially just user error, you know, because it might just be the case of it's a difference between, you know, one notch on the what's it called, syringe.
Yeah, it's only like one drop or two drops.
Or it's swapping calcium for potassium. Happens.
Maybe I just squeezed a little bit too hard. Who knows? Because 430, what it originally was, is 0.14. You know, on the syringe, whereas 450 is 1. So it's only like 2 notches.
Is that Salifert or Purple Pond?
Salifert. So we'll see next time round when I do my test next Tuesday. We'll see. We'll see where it's at. But yeah, the magnesium's come down. The magnesium's come down by 30. The calcium has gone up by 20, and my alkalinity stayed where it is. So I don't know. I don't know whether it's sort of like now that everything starts thingy, it's starting to balance back out. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll just have to keep
if
an eye.
you figure in your accuracy range, you're right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if, you know, because obviously you've got to factor user error and pressing the plunger a little bit harder today than I did yesterday, or not as hard, etc. So
The
I'm
only
happy
way
with
to
that.
get a truly accurate test, and this isn't just for aquarium, this is for a lot of things, you know, any kind of chemicals, you have to do multiple tests, so usually a minimum of 3, and then average.
Yeah.
You know, so, and it has to be with an accuracy range to be a technically correct test. So like if your accuracy is plus or minus 5%, all 3 of those results have to be within that percentage of each other.
No, that makes it precise.
Yes.
Yeah. If you want accuracy, don't wait for the bead to drop. Dip the tip of the syringe into the solution, so you get a half a bead. You could do like half a beads, quarter of beads, instead of waiting for the full weight of the solution to make the droplet fall.
Let's see. I kind of swirl it between each droplet.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is, instead of waiting for the
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Maximum weight. Yeah, because a droplet is like, I think, 1/10 of a mil.
1/10 of a mil.
On average, yeah. On average, droplet is 1/10. Create a half of a droplet, right? And dropped it in. Then you just increase the resolution. Now, can you measure that? Probably not, but that's how you really increase the accuracy of it, is instead of relying on a droplet. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. The guy in my LFS does it like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I asked him, when I saw him do it, I was like, wow, that's kind of smart.
Let's see, like when we used to have to test drilling fluids, we had the way we did it every day, but then you had the proper way to do it. So when we would first get trained and released, we had to do it the right way to get our little certificate that the company gives you. And then we would have to do it the right way if we were doing experimental stuff. And so usually there was me or one other guy that they'd put us together, working together to be able to do experimental drilling fluids.
Yeah.
Because me and him had the best concept of the engineering and the chemistry behind it. And so they would put us together, but that's how we'd have to do it. We'd have to do 3 tests. You know, your accuracy range was like plus or minus 1.5%. So you had to do 3 tests. They had to be within 3% of each other. And then you would average it.
Yeah.
You know, so you take the high and the low, and you make sure they were within 3% of each other. Then you'd have to average the 3, and that's the number you would go with. And see, I've been doing that while I'm trying to dial in this dosing. I'll run usually 2 of them. And as long as they're within like 1 point of each other, then I go with it.
What dosing pump are you using?
The J-Val DP4.
What's called? How did you calibrate it to 100 mils?
Calibrated to 100 mils using a scientific graduated cylinder with the solution.
So a little trick I found out to increase the accuracy and precision of it, calibrate it down to about 50 mils.
You can't.
Because, yeah, you can. Just run it until it hits 50 mils. So now you have a 2-to-1 ratio. So whenever you set the mils on the display to 2, you're actually dosing 1 mil. And now technically if you dose 1 mil, you're dosing half a mil. You get what I'm saying?
180 revolutions. So I would need to double it, not half it, though, right?
Yeah. So I do that
go
because
double.
So I do that because what the fluid I use to dose, the B-ionic, is pretty concentrated.
Yeah.
And I got tired of like these weird little variations. You know, like if you bump it up like 2 mils, it spikes your alk, like, you know what I mean? Like nobody's business. So like I just sat down one day and I just did it like that. But yeah. I even have one of my dosing. I have one of my doser heads calibrated down to 25 mils, so it's a quarter. So for every 4 mils on display equals 1 mil. So I could technically, and I've tested it, I could dose down to like, you know, a quarter of a mil, and it works perfectly fine. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. You got what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I just, to me, see, when you first said it, I was thinking it would have to be the other way. Like I'd have to calibrate to 200 mils to get double the revolutions per 100 mils.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Right, that is my test Tuesday done. Has anybody else been testing?
What have you got total? Give a quick read out.
I've just read it out, but you flipping binged your own live stream, Bellend.
He was sleeping.
I was on the phone, wasn't I? I did say, I'm just on the phone. You did say. Wife rang me up from work.
What does your wife do, Paul?
Critical care nurse.
Okay, that's right. I remember you saying she was a nurse. I just wondering if she's working this late.
Yeah, she's on night shifts. She likes giving me a ring up all the time.
Hey, you should love it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You are Lord, but I can't hear you.
Right.
Yeah.
Calcium so you
I didn't have time.
Should be happy if she's ringing you. That means nobody's dying. Boom.
She's on a break.
Oh, all right, don't matter. Yeah. Oh, do you know when? Just to deviate a little bit. Do you know when we was talking about microphones the other day? I can't remember what stream was on, but we talked about microphones. This is the microphone that we was talking about. This is the Rode mic because Arnica, I can never pronounce the name. Annika, whatever, was saying like she had that mic that she used to connect with her phone, This is the one that I connect with my phone.
Let me see it. What is it? What's the? Is it
Rode.
Bluetooth?
No. It's headphone jack. So obviously I've got a headphone jackless phone, so you have to use the adapter, to the USB-C to headphone jack adapter. But I use this mic, and obviously you can see how small it is. It's the size of my finger. It's under the size of my finger. The audio quality from this is spot on, and it's dead small, so it goes well with with a phone. And you get a dead cat as well. So you can put the microphone in there. So if you're out in windy conditions, you don't hear the wind noise. It's on my desk.
What's a dead cat?
This is a dead cat.
I can't see. I'm driving. You want me to get a ticket?
It's like the big puffy
Well,
thing.
how do you expect me to flip and show you something if you can't see? It's basically a big fluffy sock that
the pens with the big fuzzy ball on the end of them.
Yeah,
that's what it is. The big
they
fuzzy
literally.
part.
Wait, is that what we call it in America too?
Yeah. Dead cat.
Wow.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's a dead cat. Or if it's a small one like this one, it's a dead kitten.
Oh my gosh.
Right, test results.
You've never heard it? You never heard it with that? I mean, they usually say wind something, but a dead
wind
cat.
sock.
Yeah,
it's a
wind
dead
sock,
cat.
but dead cat. But somewhere down in the description, they always put dead cat.
The professional term is dead cat.
Nice.
Anyway, so results, Paul.
Yeah.
So KH is still 6.7 as it was on the 17th, so that's not moved.
All right.
Boss Fates are at 0.05.
All right.
So that's come right down. So it was 0.11. It's now 0.05. So that's come down. I did a second test, which gave me 0.03. So I've just stuck with the first one because it's higher. Calcium is 450. So that's gone up by 20 because it was 430 on the 17th. Magnesium is 1350. That's gone down by 30 because it was 1380 on the 17th. pH is 8.09, but I have just made bacon, so I think that's what's brought it down at this time because it was 8.13 this time on the 17th. Temperature is 25 C and specific gravity is 1.025.
Nice. All right. Cheers.
Thank you very much.
You're bloody welcome, my old China.
Sounds like proper parameters.
Proper. Thanks, running like a bloody dream at the moment. Running like a dream.
Those your offspring in the back?
What?
Is that your offsprings making noise?
No, not mine. Mine are in bed.
Oh. What time is it? It's 10 o'clock?
11:15.
They go to bed that early?
11:15 at night.
Yeah, that's early.
For what?
TMG doesn't have kids, so just leave it. Don't even answer. Don't even answer.
How old are you, TMG?
I think he's trolling you.
Yeah, how old are you?
How old do you think I am?
I don't know. I'm not seeing you.
Between 20, less than 24, by the way you answer that question. And
based on the way that you answered that question, the way that you normally talk, you got to be like 16.
Nah, I'm 28.
You can't be. There's no way you're 28.
I swear to God, bro, I'm 20.
Bro,
I'm 28.
You're not 28. Listen.
No, bro, I was born in 1988. I was born so I'm 29 actually.
You can't be 88 and be 29.
November.
Yeah, because I'm 27 and 90. He's 2 years older than me.
You're 27?
Yeah.
In order for you,
Christ,
in order for me to believe, I would have to see TMG's license because some of the things
when I pull over, some of the things I say.
Yeah, it's like a young kid.
I'm super immature, man. I am super immature.
Okay,
that's why the gal them love me. The
TMG.
Yeah.
It works now. The math works in my head now. I sat here and had to work the math out on that.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Wait, what are you dosing? What chemical? I mean, what
ATI
what brand?
Essentials.
Okay, so I'm pretty
So
sure
it's
they're
fairly
just standard.
diluted to begin with.
Yeah. Okay, so you're good. Yeah, I got Bionic, which is probably as concentrated as Triton. So
Yeah.
it's
If
yeah.
something's too concentrated, just dilute it. Like I'm dosing ESV in a nano tank, and I dilute it just because
Well, he just explained how to make the doser do the dilution for you.
Oh,
basically.
Mm-hmm. And another
or you could combine this with dilution.
Yeah,
and another thing too
I prefer
is
if you're using a doser that, yeah, I heard what he said and I agree, but I would only do that with like a higher end doser. I wouldn't trust a smaller doser to like to do those small increments amounts. But either way is fine. But I just wouldn't trust if I was using like a higher end doser. I would trust the doser to do the dilution and do those small. But I wouldn't trust the cheaper dosers to
no, I
do
feel
that.
you. Yeah. Oh, you guys are getting exclusive, so I'm picking up 75 gallon tomorrow.
Which one?
I don't know.
The
I'm getting
Elos?
it for free. My LFS is giving. No. My LFS is giving me a 75 with a stand.
Which one? Like an
for free.
Acreon 75?
It's some Reef Ready 75. Yeah.
Oh, I hope it's the one with the thing in a corner, or you're gonna. Or
I
it's
hope
drilled.
it's the one in the corner.
Well, they only sell them with the one in the corner, but the thing is,
no, they don't.
Oh, wait. There's Reef Ready 75 with the big overflow in the middle.
My brother's got one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I like it.
I already know how I'm
in
playing.
the middle.
Do you really? I like it at the corner.
Oh, I don't. I wish it was in the middle because then I'd just put 2 wave makers, one on each side on the back glass facing forward.
I was looking at tanks today with my wife, and one thing she was looking at like a 6 or 7 foot tank, and one thing she hated was the overflows in the middle. So I was showing her like the ghost overflow. She was amazed. She was like, "You could do the same thing." I say, "Yep."
Yo, I actually came up with an idea of how not to run an overflow. So, do you know the return nozzle that we use?
Yeah.
Okay, so use the return nozzle and then as your emergency overflow, have a flare return nozzle that sits slightly above the water, like slightly. So when you see the return nozzles, they don't look out of place. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, but what happens when you lose siphon? Like that's basically what you're describing is basically what an overflow box was, except those few times it sucks any kind of air at all, and you lose siphon. Like you're basically flooding.
Wait, why would you lose? Why would you lose siphon?
What do you mean? Whatever? Why would you lose siphon? A snail or something clogs it up, or a
no. But you set it up like a bean animal. So you have what's called. You wouldn't rely on one nozzle to maintain.
Yeah, you'd
full
have
siphon.
multiple drills.
Yeah, you would have like a Y like 2 Y fittings that tied that Y down into one drain. And I mean, I'm just saying it like that because
that's not an emergency. But I get what you're saying. I think these guys in the UK, to be honest, have like something where you drill the tank and you put the hose through it, and it doesn't look as terrible as the overflow boxes. In fact, I think that's what's on Woody's tank. To be honest, Woody, I think Nick was showing them one time. They have a specific.
You just put a bulkhead strainer on it.
Yeah, he has
exactly.
like this overflow, and he has multiple of them in the tank. And you're right. So you put them at different levels, and they basically do the same thing, except it doesn't look like you have an overflow box or something. But then again, man, one of these like shadow or ghost overflows, like once coralline algae and if the back of your tank is painted, if you're using like a shadow overflow, it's like really hard to see.
Oh yeah,
I like those. I think that's
why I like it in the middle, because in the corner, it to me it makes it off balance.
It does. You get that sound in the overflow box when the wave.
Yes, yes, you do.
Yeah.
You get that in the middle one too.
Do you really?
Yeah, but in the middle it should be less and more constant because it's in the middle of the wave.
Yeah, I actually do get that in the middle. The thing is, you have to tune the overflow to where water is barely trickling over the emergency. And then even then, there's times when I have 100% wave action, and you still get some noise.
Nice.
But it's not a lot.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, the shadow overflows.
Because
Yeah, I like those.
I don't know if you remember me saying like I want a tank that's full 360 viewable, and that's literally the only way I can think about doing it is having a strainer drilling the tank at the very bottom in the middle of the structure, right? Putting a strainer drain, and then using the return nozzles for like a backup siphon.
Mika.
Have you ever looked at the H2 overflows?
What's that?
Go look at them. That's what Custom Aquariums uses. That's you've seen Alex G's tank, right?
Probably.
His big in-wall tanks.
Yeah.
He built his own DIY version of those.
Oh, the massive strainers that sit on top, right?
Yeah, but see, the H2 overflow version of them aren't as invasive.
Isn't that what Fisher Hex runs?
Yes.
I don't like them.
Those black rectangular.
I think they are very invasive.
Oh, see, I don't, because it's on the bottom. But I like I like canopied aquariums too.
Yeah. No, because
if you're running rimless, it would be a pain. But
yeah. See, like it just wouldn't work because like I said, like my dream build is I want it to be like center of the room. Something I could sit down and eat breakfast at, to be honest, and a full 360 view. So like any angle of the tank, you could like see it. But I want it to be a box, not a circle. You know. So
I gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So you almost want no wall.
Exactly. I want to utilize every inch of rock work. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I'll do a peninsula.
You'd almost have to have bulkheads dead in the middle of the tank then and build your rock work up around them.
Exactly. And then
which you could do with that strainer style overflow.
Yes, you can. In fact, you could have 3 of them and put your aquascape around it. In fact, it would be really cool if in the middle of the tank you had like some rock coming up out of it. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Exactly. As the emergency.
You just drill dead center of the tank. Run your bulkhead, run your PVC, and get black PVC to come up.
You could get whatever color PVC you want, but I think that you know what, TMG? I think it would be hard, and I personally wouldn't do it because like a bulkhead on the bottom of the tank would make me nervous as heck. However,
if you have a Red Sea, right? Wait, you have a Red Sea?
Yeah.
You have a bulkhead on the bottom of your tank.
Yeah, but the bulkhead. Listen, you and Jeeves might be able to convince me that it's safe, but for my peace of mind, like I'd be worried that a leak. If my bulkhead leaks, at least it's not the whole weight of the thing that's leaking through it. But I hear you. It just would make me nervous.
That's the only problem. If the standpipe leaked, so you would actually have to, or for me, I'm like you. What I would do is I would do threaded bulkheads. Because then you can Teflon tape and screw down into that with a threaded fitting.
See, I would
make sure that your pipe is cemented. Because if you have any leak in that pipe or in that bulkhead, I see what O is saying. You will drain the whole tank.
Yep. Now,
so I would cement and everything and just go threaded on the bulkhead.
Yes, so I wouldn't even use a traditional bulkhead. I would use what they use on my Ghost Overflow, which is called a slip. No, I forgot what it's called. It's
Oh,
basically
I
like
know.
it's a compression. So the further
Yeah,
you
yeah,
push the
yeah.
PVC in, it literally like squeezes the hell out of the.
Some other thing
Yeah,
that's just a rubber gasket.
yeah, they use
Yeah,
those.
yeah.
Yeah, they
See,
use
I
those
would
when you
trust
want to
that
link.
even less.
Yeah, I
Because you
would
got a
Are you
trust
rubber
that.
serious?
gasket.
So that's
No,
the
no, no.
funny thing. That's what I have on my overflow. When you get ghost overflows, and you're doing bean animal style, that's what they come with because they can't fit actual bulkheads in the
Yes,
ghost
but
overflow.
that's not supporting the entire weight of the water.
Yeah,
That
and if
yeah,
you hit it with a rock, it's
yeah.
done.
Yeah, that's the thing. Those are used when you want to link like two sumps together or when you want to use an external pump, return pump. But like I said, those yeah, it's
Okay.
used those are used when it's fine for your bean animal, but like I said, your bean animal is not supporting the entire water weight.
Yeah.
It's not trying to
Right.
take the entire
You're
water
going
weight out.
against pressure. It'd have to be
It's
hard
just
pipe.
yeah, it's just the overflow. It's just the overflow. It's just whatever's in the overflow is that's all the pressure it has to do against it. However, TMG, like we're talking through it. Like I said, I would never do this. So I'm only giving you ideas. But you
Yeah.
could possibly do like an overflow box. It just has to be dead in the middle. And then you could always scape around it. I would love that would be an awesome scape. Like it would be a big, let's say it's a 5 foot by 5 foot shallow tank and then you scape
Yeah.
something in the middle and scape the rocks over it. So you just have
Yeah.
a small overflow box with your bean
Yeah.
animal in the middle, and then under the tank you have your unions, your valve, everything. But
Yeah, that
you,
is
you
a good idea. You could do a
yeah,
four-sided overflow, silicone it on the bottom.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep. And that
And then
way,
it technically doesn't even have to be that big. You can make it like literally just like
yeah,
a quarter
It
of
would
an inch
be
wider than the
yeah,
tubes.
4 inches by 8 inches, 4 inches by 10 inches.
yeah, or
Something
circle,
like
yeah,
that.
whatever you need. What do you need? Circular. You can make it just tight enough to fit whatever you want to fit in it. Like that's
Yeah.
all you need, and then you just aquascape around it. I saw this guy did an aquascape where he had rocks coming out of the water and just use
Mm-hmm.
like an air pump to like pump water outside. Yeah, I mean he had a lot of evaporation. Like that's the thing about those tanks. Big,
What?
big, no, those big the tanks like that have such big exposed surface area. You get a
Yeah.
lot of evaporation.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have a rim. Listen, my rimlet. I know my apartment. I think is warmer than usual, but on my 75 like rimless open top, like
Yeah.
I go through about 7 to 10 gallons a week. I have a 20-gallon ATO, and I refill it every 2 weeks.
Like that's what I need. I need like a 20-gallon ATO as
Yeah,
well, man.
I had
Because
something custom built,
I'm
so it's
about
I had something custom built to fit.
5 gallon.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
had
and I'm just
something
gonna get a
custom built.
standard Aqueon. I'm just gonna get a standard Aqueon. Um, you
No,
know.
you could go out and listen, you could go out and you can find containers. I just needed something to fit beside my tank. That's what's gonna look good. That's what my wife told me to get. But you can
Yeah,
go out and
15
find
or 20
containers.
gallon
Yeah,
U-line.
you could go to IKEA and get like a bin. Like they have like 10, 11, 12 gallon IKEA bins that are black. And if you could put
Yeah,
them
but I
beside the
wouldn't
tank,
trust it for leaching. Like
they're
that's
food
me as a
grade. It says food
contamination.
grade. It says food grade.
That don't mean it ain't gonna leach.
But
Get a
if it's
U-line
food,
container.
if it says food grade, I mean, I would think like food grade means whatever the rating is for food grade. I would think it's not going to leach. That's why it's rated for food.
Gonna leach enough to kill you.
Yeah, you could be right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it ain't gonna leach enough to kill you.
Yeah,
You're
you
right.
drink 150 TDS tap water, it doesn't hurt you, does it?
You know
Yeah.
what? You're right. TMG,
With
I'll chalk
chlorine
that.
and fluorides in it.
I'll chalk that one up as a win for you. You're absolutely right. I never thought about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I'm
So
on
I
a
got
winning
something
streak,
acrylic
huh?
made. Yeah, I got something acrylic made, but you could find
That's
actually
because you got a
BRS.
wallet in your pocket, huh?
No.
I got a
If
wallet
you go
in
to
my pocket.
BRS and stuff,
Wallet in
I
my
listened to that on the
BRS.
way to work early this morning.
Did you really? Yeah. That
Yeah.
joint is hot. That joint is fire.
Yeah.
Wait, you have
You guys
kids?
lost me.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Good. Keep it up, man.
Not
Seymour,
yet. She's pushing for it.
go on Dr. Seuss.
Go on Dr. Seuss. Listen, man. I had kids because I was ready to have kids. It's not like I have them and then I had a regret and say, oh, I shouldn't. I knew my wife for like, I was dating my wife for like 5 or 6 years before we had a kid.
Migos, Dr. Seuss. Oh, that's
So,
not bad. That's really long, actually.
yeah, so it's not like we just met and I had a kid and I feel like trapped or something. No, like I was with her a long time before I had kids. So I feel
What?
we were ready.
Because you keep deleting it. I'll put it on when we go inside.
But Jeeves, man, you next, Jeeves.
Yeah, probably. She's pushing for it.
Hey, take the trip of your lifetime right now.
We did
wherever
that,
you want to
or
go,
her lifetime at least.
and then when you have a kid, it's not going to be as fun. But take the trip of your lifetime when your kid is another nice trip when your child is 1, because after that you're going to have to pay full price for them. So we went to Jamaica. We did a couple of trips when my son was 1. And when they're 1, it's still a hassle to pack a lot of stuff to take on vacation, but it's still a nice vacation. But once they get older, full price everything, man. Full price. In fact, I need another vacation, man. When's the trip to New York, Jeeves?
We just took an $8,000 trip to San Francisco. It's gonna be a little bit.
Hey, man, New York's gonna be cheaper than that,
Jeeves,
bro.
where you at?
New Orleans.
Where are you?
Orleans.
Baton Rouge, New Orleans.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
I live in Baton Rouge, but I'm from New Orleans.
Wait, where's Mage from? She's in Baton Rouge too, right?
Baton Rouge, yeah.
Oh, so you guys are like practically neighbors.
We live like 3 miles from each other.
For real?
Uh-huh.
You ever met Mage in person?
Nope.
3 miles. Small world, eh?
Yeah. Hadn't had a reason to yet. I figured I might run into her at John's shop one day.
That's really close, man.
Yeah.
That's not like New York City 3 miles. That's like 3 miles, 3 miles.
It's like a 5-minute drive.
Oh, my tank is looking awesome. Sorry.
Yeah, she's 1 interstate exit past me. Like, I get off at Seagan. If you're going from New Orleans into Baton Rouge, I get off at Seagan, and then she would get off at Blue Bonnet, which is the next exit.
All right. That's fine.
Right, Seymour.
Yes, sir.
Stop calling me sir. I'm not a sir. Right.
Captain.
What is a sir? You call him sir.
Okay. Aye, Captain.
Right. I'm going to bed, so I'm going to shut this down.
Oh, wow. All right.
Later, Paul.
TMG, you going to stream?
Yeah, TMG will stream. Whoop, whoop.
All right, yeah. I think I'm going to go hang out with the family. Plus, I got a lot of work to do tonight, so.
Yeah. Like I said, Test Tuesday's over.
Oh,
Dave's there. Get Dave throw a stream up.
Dave hasn't thrown a stream up in a while, Dave.
I'll test when I get home.
All right,
Stream,
fellas.
Dave.
All right, everyone in the chat. Dave, Nanotanks. I don't know who else is in the chat, but everybody in the chat. I'll talk to you guys later. Jeeves, I'll talk to you later. TMG.
Later.
I'll talk to you later.
Yep,
Paul.
everyone, thank you for coming to Test Tuesday, and I'll see you next week. Hopefully, we'll have something better next week lined up. Won't we, Seymour?
Wait, what? Huh? I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, yeah, all right. See you in a bit. All right, see you later, everyone.
Yep.
All right, man.
See you later, Jeeves.
Later.